Hello, everyone. My name is Jeremy or Germs PC, and welcome to the Season 5 Minor Grand Finals, where we have the Piccolos versus the Decoys. Today, I am here with Max and Rishu. How are you guys today?
Rishu, go ahead.
I'm doing pretty good, man. How about you?
And I'm doing amazing. Glad to get into this game. Excited to be commentating tonight. And don't forget, we're also joined by our good friend Stepbro, who will be joining me for casting tonight's matches. Germs, you wanna? What do we have? We sorry for the technical delays there a little bit. We were just figuring out how to actually start the stream, which was more than a struggle. But we do actually have some interviews, some pre-game interviews for y'all, and I think I want to say it was Fuffy interviewing the captains for the respective teams tonight. So Germs, if anyone else has anything to say, we might as well just get right into those before we go to game time.
Sure. So we're only going to show the Decoys one first. We're going to show because it was obviously their map pick of Dust 2. So yeah, we're going to see a little interview that Fuffy did, and we'll obviously talk about it a little bit afterwards because this is going to be an exciting matchup and it's interesting what the Decoys have to say. So let's go into that interview.
As far as your own map picking into Dust 2, a map that, well, I'd say just about every team seems to be familiar with. Saw a lot of Dust 2 coming through in the regular season. Did you see a weakness of theirs on Dust 2, or is it more a map that you're comfortable on picking into?
I think it's a little bit of a combo. Dust definitely is our strongest map. In general, our team is able to out-aim the majority of other teams. And Dust, with the exception of a little bit of util on T side, is a pretty puggy, pretty aim-heavy map. Mm-hmm. I know they do like to double out with physics and Kowalski. But we're pretty happy with the map. We know a little bit of our util. As long as we can manipulate the rotations and use that util, I think we should be more than able to take that map.
As far as these map picks, you said you didn't really expect Dust 2 as a pick, but how are you feeling on it specifically? Do you think you guys are an exceptionally strong Dust 2 team, or do you think they're a good Dust 2 team?
So I actually have some statistics because I took out my Excel spreadsheet to prepare for map vetoes. And we have a 67% win rate on... No, that's not true. They have a 67% win rate on Dust 2. They've played it 3 times, won twice, lost once, right? We've played it 6 times and only lost once, and it was to them. So I'm pretty confident about our Dust 2, considering those numbers.
Sorry about the bit of an early delay there. Looks like a bit of a technical difficulty as we were pushed back onto the try screen. Sorry that cut off. I guess the scene kind of transitioned, but yeah. Definitely interesting, and sorry about the problem with that. So yeah.
Max, I think you're muted.
Yeah, you guys are muted, guys.
Oh God. Anyways, wonderful. A big fan of.
This is great.
Quality tonight. This is beautiful. What I was gonna say is we should probably talk a little bit about how these two teams got to where they are tonight. And in CSC fashion this season, everyone got 2-0'd. I don't know how that happened. People are complaining that CSC is rigged. That teams aren't trying hard enough or something because it was all TOs. Babylon 2-0'd the Spartans. Sorry, not Babylon. What am I saying? The Piccolos 2-0'd Babylon, and the Decoys 2-0'd the Zoomers to get to the finals tonight. So that was their path, which is unsurprising because both teams finished first in their respective divisions this season. So it's it's unsurprising that they are in the position where they are. Rishu,
Mhm.
What are your thoughts on these two teams here that we have before us tonight? You were obviously more involved in this season than I was. Do you have any thoughts about maybe the Piccolos or the Decoys?
Yeah,
to
totally, man.
share?
So my biggest worry about the overall matchup here is just who's gonna show up tonight. Because you got Tricks on one side, right? And then you've got Just Let It Happen. You've got Brokey, and you got like Zach from Mike Geico. They're all really good players. They're all good at supporting. They're good at entering, and they're all really good at just they're a really overall aggressive team. So it's about who can show more firepower tonight. And honestly, if I think the other players from Piccolo really need to show up aside from Tricks here, or it's going to be a tough game for them.
Yeah, and definitely going to be a tough game on a map that we're starting with, which is Dust 2. The pick bans happened, I want to say, yesterday. We're starting with Dust 2, going to Nuke, and then the decider is, someone remind me, Vertigo. That's what it is.
No. I believe it's Overpass.
Oh, is
No,
it
it is
Overpass?
Vertigo. Okay.
No, it is
Okay.
Vertigo.
It is
It
Vertigo.
is Vertigo.
Fantastic.
That Overpass was the decider for the major finals, I think. That's what
That's
you're
right.
getting
That's what I'm
mixed it
thinking
up
of.
with.
Yep.
Anyway, so talking about firepower, Randy's turning blue-green here. I'm not sure what's happening. Randy's turning into a fish. That's okay. We appreciate and respect all people who look a little green sometimes. These colors are... Oh, he's back. Okay, we're
I'm back.
okay.
Okay, we're back. We're
Holy
good.
moly.
Don't even worry.
Holy
about it.
moly, I was worried he was sick there for a second. Anyways, yes, Dust 2, definitely. And I think we saw Dust 2 in the major finals as well, and it was exactly what we kind of expected, right? A big, showy kind of firepower, just like who can win their aim duel. What do you think, Germs? Do you think we're going to see that same kind of punchy style out of Dust today, or maybe a little bit slower?
It's definitely going to be interesting, like you said. I think overall, Dust 2 is favored for kind of the grindier matchups that you might see. In terms of just the fact that, you look at teams like Navi that play this map, and you see that they're very methodical about it. They take a lot of map control, and it's going to be interesting with players like Tricks on the server, exactly what's going to go on here. So, you know, Decoys definitely have to show that they know their stuff, and it's definitely going to be interesting.
Yeah, and speaking of Trix, I mean, I don't think I probably have to remind too many people, but Trix is the number one player in the minor division, sitting at a whopping 1.51 rating. The next player down is Jim Bynes at a 1.34. So he's really left all the competition in the dust, right? We expect a lot from him tonight. Just some, like the fact that, like in the season, this man had 61 2Ks, right? I don't know what that translates to, but again, the next guy down is again Jim's Bind is only sitting at 40, so he's obviously performing every night, and I guess the game plan really for the Decoys really is to neutralize Tricks. And Rishi, what do you think? How do you think they're neutralize a player like Trix and maybe be able to squeak out a win against a guy who's obviously top of his class?
Oh yeah, like it's definitely going to be a tough battle overall, but I think the key to their success towards Tricks or towards Piccolos in general is just to, get a buddy system going, trade effectively, use util effectively, make sure you know where the enemy are before you formulate your plan. If you're just gonna go in blindly, you're gonna have to check like 7 million corners, right?
Yeah,
That's how it goes
yeah.
with CS. So they really need to, play that Navi style, that methodical style, and just
Sure.
go into it with a good game plan.
Well,
Yeah.
I hate to stop you guys. Great talk, and obviously we're gonna have a game too for sure. So that pre-game for that is gonna be, I guess, great. And I'm actually gonna show the Dust 2 clip one more time, and we're probably gonna get right back into it after that clip. So let's roll the
Cool.
Dust 2 clip one more time. We'll obviously cut back to us for a hot second, but let's do it.
Okay.
Where is your own map pick picking into Dust 2, a map that, well, I'd say just about every team seems to be familiar with? Saw a lot of Dust 2 coming through in the regular season. Did you see a weakness of theirs on Dust 2, or is it more a map that you're comfortable on picking into?
I think it's a little bit of a combo. Dust definitely is our strongest map. in general, our team is able to out aim the majority of other teams. And Dust with Util on T side is a pretty puggy, pretty aim heavy map.
Mhm.
I know they do like to double up with physics and Kowalski. Um, but we're pretty happy with the map. We know a little bit of our util. As long as we can manipulate the rotations and use that util, I think we should be more than able to take that map.
As far as these map picks, you said you didn't really expect Dust 2 as a pick, but how are you feeling on it specifically? Do you think you guys are an exceptionally strong Dust 2 team, or do you think they're a good Dust 2 team?
So I actually have some statistics, because I took out my Excel spreadsheet to prepare for map vetoes, and we have a 67% win rate on. No, that's not true. They have a 67% win rate on Dust 2. They've played it 3 times, won twice, lost once. Right? We've played it 6 times and only lost once, and it was to them. So I'm pretty confident about our Dust 2, considering those numbers. Um, and then we go down the maps, the bands, right? We get to Nuke. They played Nuke once, and they got 16-1 on it by Babylon, and we scrimmed them in a Nuke, and we lost to them by like half of a point, but that was with major players subbing and not our full team, and yeah. And then Vertigo, they've only played once, and it was last week against Zoomers, and we've played 3 times and beat every single time. So I'm feeling pretty confident going into this map pool just because of just numbers.
What do you want to say to the people that think that it's just tricks?
Can you name any other characters from Seinfeld? It's the Trick Show. It's Tricks. He's the one carrying the team right now, and you know what? We're gonna be there. We're gonna support him where we gotta support him, right? Like, and we're basically playing around Tricks. At the beginning of the season, it was more of like, oh, Tricks is doing really well. Let's make sure we get up to the point that we can like frag with him and stuff. And we've rearranged how things work to more support him and play into his strengths. And then when that's not happening, we can fall back on the rest of us all playing well and all being able to frag.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. He is a fantastic player. Obviously, otherwise you wouldn't end up with that kind of rating. But I do have a problem with that rating because the rating doesn't really show the real impact of a player. Because if you look deep into the not even the stats, but if you actually watch the gameplay, he plays as an entry or a second entry, and he does get that 1 or 2 or sometimes even 3 kills. But um, as long as you position yourself properly, you have some good util, and most importantly, you have your teammate there to trade. At worst, he gets 2 or 3 kills, and then you can trade and take control of the rest of the map, right? And on the T side, we know where he plays. We can avoid him as best we can, but I don't have a problem going up against him, especially when you have a player like Brokey, who when he's on his game, I think he's arguably one of the best players in minor. His aim is fantastic. His spray control is really good. His game sense is pretty solid. You have players like just let it happen and Zach, where if they're on their game, I'd put them in the discussion for top 10 in the league. Barcode is a fantastic offer as well, and you throw in a little bit of support util. You throw in the fact that we know where they like to play. On Nuke, for example, we saw that Trick like to play on Mini, so we can take secret control, we can take outside control, maybe we can take ramp control, we can take some lobby control. So I mean, yeah, he's a fantastic player, and he's definitely the reason that the Piccolos got this far. But I'm more confident in our skills, and I'm more focused on our gameplay than theirs. So as long as we play our game, I think we can take the series.
I since I got you both here, I want to ask any predictions for what you guys think will happen at the start of this first map.
I can tell you 2 things. I can tell you that we are going to lose basically all the pistols, and I can tell you that we're going to lose the knife round if we get to Vertigo.
I would like to dispute that pistol comment because we absolutely suck at pistols.
Okay, good. We're all
So
we're
I,
not
I
getting
think
an
it's,
even playing
I
field
think
here on pistols.
I think it's gonna be a case of which guy sucks the least to win the pistol. Um, why do you guys pick CT first on Dust though? It's a generally
Because
T-sided
we
map, right?
want to screw up the casters. We're all going to use P2000s
Oh
the whole
yeah,
time, so we wanted to just put it out there ahead of time to screw everyone over.
yeah. I heard if you do the crickets with the Glock, it helps with the stream as well. It helps optimize the stream.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, good thing I'm not casting this match. I'm just doing the interviews. Thank you both. Good luck to you both in this one, and may the best team win.
We will.
It goes for both teams actually. Like the Piccolos and the Decoys are both really, really solid on their CT side, right?
Yeah.
And really, it's just gonna come down to who's just gonna hit their shots. I think.
You think so? Eh? You think despite being a tactically kind of heavy map,
Yeah.
it'll still favor the one who knocks instead of the one who
Oh yeah, for sure,
does
man.
does a little bit more planning. What's interesting as well, just looking at the kind of the picks is right. We've already talked about it a little bit, but right, the Decoys picked the aim dually map, and the Piccolos picked the more strategy map. So it's and obviously the Piccolos feel confident as Mecca talked about. They feel confident on Dust. The Piccolos do, that is. So that's I don't know. I think we'll have we don't really have a lot to go off just because these two teams are top of their league, right? I think both of them. I want to say. Yeah, like I said before, Piccolos were number one in the right Twix, and Decoys were number one in the left Twix. Obviously, the scores were a little bit different. Decoys with 6 wins and 5 losses over the regular season, and the Piccolos with 9 wins and 2 losses, right? And the rounds 4 heavily favoring the Piccolos. But I guess again, I'll open up the question to you guys. Is like, was there maybe some left Twix, right Twix difference between the conferences? Like, do you think one conference was stronger this season rather than the other? Germs, what do you think?
That's definitely an interesting point. But I think overall, you saw at the Piccolos, I believe. You saw teams like the Zoomers. The Zoomers
Hmm.
put up fantastic numbers the time that we streamed them at 14-16, and
Hmm.
narrowly, barely, missing out obviously on that. And overall, just some great gameplay coming out from all teams in this league, really, and it's just
Yeah,
fantastic to see.
yeah, yeah. What do you think, Rishu? Was there a big difference between the two conferences this season?
No, I don't think there was that much of a difference. It's just like Germ said. There's always like one or two teams that are really, really good on each side, right?
Hmm.
But realistically, I think that every team in minor actually has the potential to upset each other.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, you say that, but we had in the right Twix, right? We had Piccolos go 9-2, and we had Babylon go 9-2, and then the other teams, the Spartans went barely positive, and Unsafe Mars and Guardsmen went negative actually in win losses. So I guess there's an argument to be made that maybe the right Twix was just a little stacked. I guess I don't know. I don't know if that's something I want to lay my weight behind, but it definitely, I don't know. It definitely seems like that maybe left Twix was actually a harder division. I don't know. Looks like. Anyways, how's it coming, Germs? How are we looking with the observer troubles? Are we good?
We're actually just waiting on one of their players, and it looks like we're gonna actually get in here. So why don't we put it off to Max and Luke Stepbro is obviously in the call, ready to cast. So let's put him in.
Let's do it. I'm
Hello.
ready. Hello, sir, my friends.
How are we feeling tonight? Having a
I'm
little
excited. A little goof and a gaff. A little bit of a
few
a good
technical
time.
difficulties, but
Yeah, there's always technical difficulties.
this is minor. We can't expect a major level production.
God,
Come
no,
on,
God, no.
We totally didn't have higher aspirations for this one than the last. So I guess this is proof that Raptors very needed.
Raptors is vital as always. But that's okay. We got Germs filling in today, doing a good job, and we appreciate the help. So I guess we're about to get into it, huh? Pistol round starting here. And Step, you wanna give us this first little round here? Take us away a little.
Yeah, it's just one quick little thing. It's interesting that the decoys. I think the overlay needs to be swapped real quick. Maybe we can get that next round. Anyway, we got a pistol round starting off. Nice Xbox smoke coming out from Supreme, and I think maybe a long contact from Let It Happen coming out. But Physics is already close left on the door, so it's not going to be a favorable fight for him. We are going right up Cat, and oh wow, Barcode taking 2 fights down into mid, just winning them all out. The decoy is just absolutely destroying right now.
Yeah, and then it looks like they're going to try and hit this B site here. Kowalski, though, behind, gets Barcode off his rocker, and he's waiting for Brokey to pop out. He managed to trade him right back, and that's the site gone. Tricks alone with his USPSs. A few missed shots. The knife pulled out. Just Let It Happen. Dodging away. So many missed shots. Tricks goes in for the knife and doesn't manage to get it. He's taken down, finally, by Just Let It Happen after a sketchy first round. But Piccolos able to take the first round on the T side, which is a good start for them.
Decoys, sorry, the
is it?
thing was wrong. Yeah.
No worries. Wrong. Okay, I'm just reading. I can't read.
There
apparently.
also doesn't happen to be audio for CS:GO. I think that would be a favorable thing to have.
Beautiful. Okay, but we're getting into the next round here. Barcode's charging out into long, and my God, Piccolos are just falling like flies. They're already gone. I can't even tell you who's dead because, well, they're already gone. Yeah. Kowalski and Physics though still taking out mid with those USPSs. Good thing they didn't force into this. There goes Kowalski down. Brokey with a nice AK kill, and Physics the last alive. We're trying to work short. Already taken so many points of damage with that Glock or P2000 actually, and well, he's gone already.
I do believe they did say they were before the game going to start with P2000s, but it is just Physics. I think maybe it was not in the interview, but Mecca definitely said that last night while me and Fuffy were doing the interview.
Okay, well, it seems that they have not followed through on that promise, and here we go, though. The first gun round of the CSC Minor Finals looks to be a slow one as the Ts, or the decoys, start to move towards B. Slow in tons, and Barcode in mid with this MAC-10. See if he can get anything done. Piccolos are kind of spread here. I like the setup, though. This is a nice default.
Coming out from the decoys. I mean, they got 4 people up in the tons, and they're lining up smokes. This could be beautiful. Nice lurk smoke. Barcode gets the entry.
Nice. The lurk smoke goes down, but they don't decide to go through because they're going to capitalize on Barcode getting kills and long. He's out. Caught with nades out though, and Mecha managed to take down Barcode, denying that long flank, and the T's decoys start to move back towards B, but Kowalski's still here. Didn't buy the bait, didn't buy the ruse. Still looking to hold down this site. He'll tuck in.
Yeah, just
He'll
spotted
spot him.
Supreme.
And the util, another lurk smoke coming out, and they're going to come charging out. Kowalski, fully flashed, gets the first one. Supreme trying to come around the corner, also taken down. Kowalski cannot find the third. Brokey manages to take him down, but he's got to be careful. Still 2 CTs alive, and Physics is looking for him. He's not even going to let him plant. Comes straight out the window, and, well, that's done and dusted.
Hold
Looks
from
like it's going to
Kowalski.
be great hold from Kowalski. Really holding that whole site down and making sure that his team has time to rotate and fill in the holes, really. And we're moving into round 4. Piccolos on the board. Good to see. Looks like kind of a good buy, actually, from the T's. Full utility almost on everybody. And they are going to look to take mid here, but Mecha with a nice aggressive position with this AUG. Looking for any early aggression from the T's, trying to take short.
We
But
get the AUG coming
meanwhile...
out.
Yeah,
the decoys.
meanwhile the bomb is flubbing around in long, not really going anywhere. Just they're trying to look for something, anything. Ooh. And he spots the T long tricks. But meanwhile, on short, Mecha with his aggressive position is gone. And well, that looks like a free short push for the decoys. Meanwhile, Barcode's still holding long. And the action seems to be moving towards short. As these guys are just going to post up.
Really nice. Okay, we got Physics and CT and Tricks holding down the site. Mid to B smoke thrown out. Looks like it's going to be a fake, though. Very nice play. Oh my god, these smokes coming out. Just very clean from the decoys. Let's see if Tricks can hit these shots, though. Nice headshot angles.
Oh, and
Oh,
immediately
Zach picks up
taken
the kill.
down. Nerve on the flank, though, taking down that last short player. The bomb is moving onto site, and meanwhile, Kowalski still on B, gets taken out by
Physics with a 2K.
Oh my god, it's just a flurry of kills. It's down into a 2-on-1. Nerve trying to do it all by himself with this MP9. And mollies are flying everywhere. Flashes out.
And
Keeps
they're
himself
stuck in the
alive.
ninja position, and with the double peek by both Let It Happen and Brokey, he's out of
Beauty.
this round.
Beauty. And it looks like we're going to move into this round 5. The CT's looking a little strapped for cash. We're going to see some Deagles come out, a 5-7, some dualies. I like to see those. Nerve, what can you do with them? And the T's, well, Supreme has gone into the Mac 10, but it doesn't really look like it's going to matter as they all go long, and Brokey manages to get one, but is immediately taken down. Zach from Geico finding Mecha. And, I mean, this is actually a decent round for the CTs so far. Finding one, they managed to grab that AK. They do, Nerve, backing up immediately, and I mean, the T's smartly are moving to the other side of the map, seeing as they just spotted 5 CTs pushing them. But if Nerve can hold on to this AK, this will be not a bad round for Piccolos.
Yeah, really weird play by Just Let It Happen to stay there, and rather than to tuck tail and run, I mean, it's just giving them a free gun. He knows there's 3 there, so honestly, the right play was to just kind of run there.
Well, it's a bit of a greedy play, right? He's looking for more kind of eco-friendly, trying to pad the stats a little bit, and meanwhile, he's giving away 2 AKs to a team that really only invested pistols into this round. So it's a great turnout for the Piccolos for this round number 5. But it looks just as it started. It'll end with the decoys in the driver's seat for this round. Despite losing 2 players, it won't. Well, actually, I say that. Just let it happen. We'll be able to buy, but he definitely won't have everything he wants. He'll be a little strapped. But Brokey, though, 6,800 on his belt. He should be able to buy into an op if he wants to. Don't know if he will.
We might see that dropped on over to Barcode. He is the opper for this team.
He is indeed.
We got the CT-sided op coming out from Physics, though. Should be
love
nice
to
to
see that.
see if he can take a nice aggressive duel.
Oh,
That's what
and
he's
going
looking
to.
for. Oh, missed the timing. And he misses the shot.
The T's aren't looking to go mid though at all. They're looking well. There's the one player sitting there towards short. I think that's just let it happen. But the bomb is in tons, slowly moving into lower. Physics though very content
Failed
with holding
Xbox
this
smoke.
angle. Yeah.
That's really
Hey, look.
unfortunate.
Oh, and Physics
missed.
missing that shot, and this Xbox smoke would be
actually
real
tags
helpful
him.
right now.
Oh,
Blood on the
Brokey gets the
wall.
kill onto Mechatronic on the cat position. Very well done by him. Oh, and
And-
Physics is just flash right off the angle. He's
And
gotta go post
Mid
up at
is
the
just
B.
gone now. Mid is just gone for these T's. They've taken the whole thing through, and I don't know. They might look to make a mid to B play here because they've got still the bomb in tons and an op to deal with in Physics. But meanwhile, it looks like Trix is down in CT. So is he on short? Looks like it. Anyways, here comes the T aggression to mid. Physics, though, good for the first kill. Does he know there's a second close? Hits the flick onto Barcode. Beautiful stuff. Meanwhile, on the site, and Physics with some nasty flicks on the site. Cannot hit the last one. Trix bails him out. And what a great kind of little flurry
Great
of
hold
kills
from
there.
Physics. I mean, I think he's really the last line of defense for his team. I mean, there was the other player on B, and the Decoys failed to clear that angle, but I think with that split coming in, that player that was close right would have easily been found out by the mid guys.
And it nearly worked for the T's, I want to say. They were out into the site, but meanwhile, they're just going to come straight into the site, and Kowalski, fully milked on the first one, finds the first and the second, pulls out the USP, trying to find the third. He dinks everyone, but cannot get the last two. Nearly had the ace.
Physics misses the shot, gives him a chance. Maybe a plant to come in. Brokey
They've-
trying to peek, but he
Dangerous
does
play.
pull off the one. Tricks with the 2K though, pushes
But
right through the smoke.
They would have loved that bomb plant money, because look at their cash now. Just let it happen on 2K. Really, I mean, look, Supreme on 5. So this is really a question: is are they going to buy into this and just let it happen? Gotta bite the bullet and just buy a Deagle. But no, looks like they're going to opt for kind of a half buy. Deagles, Tech 9s. See if they can take some of the money off of what is a pretty shaky CT economy here. But fully stocked, everything they need. Moving into round 8 here. These are going to move up into mid. Taking up short, and looks like Zach is going to run into the op here. Mecha, I believe, with the op. Oh, and finds the first kill into Zach. Nice shot. Zach had no idea what was coming, and Mecha immediately falls off. Good play by him. Drops the util, delays the push. And now we wait. Will they reaggress into his op? Looks like they're quite thinking about it. Will there be any counter util? Supreme might be setting something up here.
Yeah, wow, nice jiggle attempt, but I don't really know what Barcode's doing there. He has a smoke in his hand. In his util belt, but he doesn't end up using it.
No, it's meanwhile in mid we lost another player on the T side, and they're just gonna try and go out B here, but we'll see. Can he hold it down? Goes charging out, and Kowalski with nades out finds the first kill and the second. Oh, not the second. I lied. But Brokey is cleaned up by Trix. They made it costly, but only 2 players who should be able to be bought into this round. Even start so far. Step, what do you think, man? Closer than I thought. It was 4-1 for the Decoys for a moment there, and the Piccolos have managed to pull it back.
They've been able to pull it back, and they brought out the triple op. Wow,
Holy moly.
That is quite toxic, if you ask me. But
And
to
not
be
a
honest,
soul to be
Dust 2 is the
found.
map that you could pull it off on. I mean,
100%. One on each side and one in mid, and Mechatronic's the first one to find a kill. Good stuff by him. Physics falling right up onto Barcode. And Brokey playing close, but
they're
he's already out.
absolutely lost.
They have no idea what is happening.
Bro, with
Brokey.
Mecha on car, I mean, this is going to be a hard spot to clear, but Supreme has the molly. He should molly him out of position if it lands, and it does not.
It does not.
We are the NA nades for a reason, so.
And we are in minor finals, mind you. The major Tuesday. And here we are, just seeing some good old Counter-Strike on what is this, a Friday evening? Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you guys so much. Almost as much as the Decoys would appreciate having some teammates right now, because pushing anywhere, look at the CTs pushed up completely around the map. Looks like Trix is pushed up all the way around and ready for them to come out along. They're really stuck.
Yeah, they're kind of just hard trapped in here, and I mean, Physics is just outside of B tons. I think he's just rotating over to hold it out from T-spawn, but Mecha's holding long angle and misses the shot. Supreme unable to pick up the kill though. This is
And
kind of
Mecha,
an unwinnable situation.
yeah, Mecha doing a good job with this op. That's his second of the round. Physics also with 2, and Kowalski though gonna go strong here with the op, and it wasn't even him. It's Trix onto Brokey with the AK to clean up that round, and the Piccolos take a 5-4 lead after going down 4-1. So a few gun rounds, a few converted, or a few nicely done pistol or kind of like half buys have led the Piccolos to even up the score and actually pull ahead. And we have a Decoys timeout. This is my smart idea. They're getting a little shaky here.
Yeah,
Not
it's,
really able
it's a
to
nice
pull
call
in.
by them to pull this out, and I think they're just looking for some kind of tactical move here to be able to pick up another round and maybe win this eco out.
Well, exactly right there. They were kind of just running around in the early stage of this game, just kind of winning aim duels and kind of capitalizing on the fact that the Piccolos just weren't ready for them to be out in a few spots. And now I think everyone's settled down. They're ready to play in the final. They've calmed down. The triple op setup is out, and they're gonna have to find utility to push the ops off their angles, because this is gonna be hell for the Decoys if they don't figure it out.
Yeah, this could be interesting if they pull out the B lurk smoke and kind of just trying to walk out behind it.
It would work. Yeah.
I think the mid rotate might be there in time though, so it would. I mean, it is just an op though. I say
Ooh.
just an op.
Justin Up. Physics, meanwhile, with Justin Up in mid, spotted the cross. He's gonna try to nade the player out on Xbox. Will kind of hit it. 88 points of damage on Barcode. Physics, though, still looking for the first kill of the round number 10.
Interesting smoke coming out of mid, and
here
they
they
look for
go.
this. But Trix is boosted. He's gonna get 3 kills right here.
Oh, this is a great spot for Physics to be in. If he can hit his shots, though. Tricks, though, like you said, great spot for him to be through the smoke. Physics getting one as well. And just Brokey and Just Let It Happen. Not even Brokey anymore. Taken down by the Deagle of Trix and Just Let It Happen. Does manage to find Kowalski on the site. Can he do more? Full health. A P250. Despite being flashed by his teammates, Trix does find Just Let It Happen. And that's the 10th round on the board. Or not 10th round. 6th round on the board. But 10 in total. Moving on to 11.
Trix really loves these smoke pushes. Almost at the point where they're predictably like unpredictable. It's just something he likes to do, and it works very well here in the minor.
Well, let's hope. Meanwhile, Brokey takes the first fight. Oh, beautiful shot onto Mechatronic.
Straight it back.
Beautiful nerve, very, very low to get that kill, but he does manage to get it. And
Oh,
we're into a
look, this mid lurk.
4-on-4. Oh, this could be everything in the mid, actually. If that goes out, Just Let It Happen. Waiting for some kind of
Out right
cat
now if you
presence,
want it.
but if he smells any kind of lack of presence in mid, which he does not right now, but he could worm his way into this defense if there's a hole, but I guess they won't give it to him. T's really got to think about what they have to do here, because long didn't work. Mid they have little control. They haven't moved to short. They have a player in tons, and that's about it. So still a minute, still time to work.
Yeah, there's
Looks
actually
like they will.
a huge gap right here. If the Decoys were able to just run up Cat right here and kind of just take the
Yeah.
duel on site, the only person Trix is by far the best player on that team, and he is locking that site down.
Well, and working with a nice AK not AK, working with a nice he does have an AK right now, looking for those crisp one taps, a bucket full of cash in his pocket as well, so he could just take this fight. He doesn't care. He's got enough money to stock up after this round. And it looks like he is going to be the first point of contact for this 3 men moving up Cat.
Yeah, not much time for the Decoys though. I mean, if Trix were to have some kind of util, I mean, he doesn't, but it's a nice bait call. This is working really well, I think, for the Decoys. Though the shot.
Ooh, good stuff from the Decoys. They just got to get on site and plant. They're running out of time. And Nerve here to deny the plant, but they smartly don't go and plant for long. They plant for the part they have. My God, nice shot. There goes Good God, my stream quality is so bad I can't read the name. But it was somebody on the CTs. Kowalski though, in his in his lonesome here, manages to recover that op and is just gonna try and save something out of this round. Good job by the Decoys. They played it late, like you said. We were worried that they weren't gonna do it, but they found the kill into Tricks and gonna secure themselves a 5th round. Man. So even with Tricks on that site, right? He was only good for what, 1? And the Piccolos
Nice shot coming out from Kowalski.
looking to get back into the winning ways next round. They'll have enough to do it, eh? Tricks, yeah, sitting on 11k right. Absolutely booling, if you ask me. Oh man. But the Decoys, nice round. Good pickup for them. They needed to slow the momentum there. That was their first round pickup in a couple there. So that's good work by them to not let this half slide out of their hands. Looks like they're gonna commit to this B play. They know there's generally players sitting B. Oh, but that early molly from
Kowalski
Kowalski.
playing close, and Physics is already. Oh, he was looking towards B, but
Oh,
nice nade coming out from Kowalski.
Great nade, and he's sitting. Look how close he's sitting with that AUG. I want to. Is he scoped in? Can we see? Yeah, he is scoped
it's a
in.
nice
He does not
one-way.
care. Oh, beautiful stuff from Kowalski. Go ahead.
Just a nice nerdy little play to come out and maybe cheese a few kills away from the Decoys.
Yeah. Well, and, the
Look at this
Decoys
mid
are-
aggro though.
Yeah,
If
they're
the Decoys are able to take this out. I mean, Trix is already there though, so it's gonna be a hard
there's-
fight to fight.
There's players, and if they go mid, I mean, there's even the short player who can drop down into CT and support, and I think they're thinking better of going mid, and they're just going to try and fight Kowalski, who's here for it. Going to find Brokey, going to find Just Let It Happen, and Barcode does manage to trade it back, but Physics with the op goes right back, and we're just having a whale of a time here on the B site. Just kills going left and right. Physics trying to find it, and he will. Ends up with a nice 3k to finish that out. Good stuff from Kowalski, though, to find those first two, kind of delay the push and force them into coming into his AUG. Beautiful positioning from him to find those first two.
It's a nice attempt from Zach, but too little, too late. And I think honestly, the Decoys need to step up their util game if they wanna be going to this B site. It's so hard to go there and just without any util. Like,
Yeah, and well, speaking of util, they're just going to go right through the molly, fully milked. Kowalski on the other side is good for 2, good for 3, and the last 2 Decoys are just sitting on the other side of this smoke, wondering what happened to their team. You know what happened? Kowalski happened with a mean old 3k, going to throw himself some util to maybe slow them down a little bit more, and now the CTs, knowing how many people there are, Kowalski manages to find Barcode through the smoke. And Brokey does fall as well. My God, what a round. Beautiful 4K from Kowalski is in the perfect spot for it. And right, that early util from him, that early mollies just put a absolute halt to that push. They had to go right through it or fall off, right? And they decided to commit, and he was ready. Good stuff from him.
yeah, once again, just need to have some better util if they're gonna be going for that play.
And I guess that'll be a theme throughout these next rounds and into the next map is will the Decoys, like we talked about in the pregame, will they have the strategy to outplay the obviously more fired up Piccolos so far, at least. They're doing well to keep this T side of the Decoys kind of down in the dirt despite the early lead from the Decoys. Speaking of changing their ways, Just Let It Happen finds a pick onto Physics, and I think that was an op taken out of play.
Flashes Kowalski off the angle. I think he might have seen him. Yeah, and he's got a very nice lurk here. Though the rest of the team is towards the A side.
He does manage to find this kill, which he cannot. They could have moved into an open B site, but alas, they won't. They'll be looking to move on to A and immediately taken out by Mechatronics op. Kenny, is he good for 2? He is not. Brokey does take him out, and that molly would have pushed him out of position. Who is left? Nerve in long with the AK. Bomb will be going down, and we're into a 2-on-2. Kowalski, though, has got to make a move on to help out his teammate in long.
Definitely an interesting play considering he's retaking, but he is coming from the catwalk position.
That's
which
a
is
good decision. Oh, man. Tense. Both Decoys on site. Supreme not exposed, but will be mollied out of his position. Brokey, though, trying to find the fight onto Nerve. Neither showing their head, and they will peek. Supreme missing the first shot. Nerve also going for shots. Supreme spraying, does get him. Kowalski, though, finds Brokey with the op, and he goes in with the USPS because he thinks Supreme is low, or yeah, he thinks Supreme is low, and he's not. So
pick it up. Nice round by
Wow.
him, and see if the decoys can end up picking up this 8-7 half. Not ideal, but
not as bad as I
It's the
thought it
best
was
they
gonna
can-
be.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
the best they can hope for.
good stuff. Good stuff.
Once again with the B spawn though, with the op coming out from
Well,
Barcode,
we'll
I don't
see
think
if-
they'll be hitting
Yeah,
it.
I think after their last meeting with our good friend Kowalski, they will not. Physics though, fighting in mid, does get tagged down. Oh, and he's looking for this. Oh, finally that Xbox smoke lands though, and they're able to push up into mid without the the death blows of Physics raining down onto them. There is a player on short, however. Trix pushing up with the M4.
Wow.
Great nade. Oh, and Trix though, good onto Supreme. Traded out immediately, but Physics though so low from that nade.
Yeah, we'll
This
see if the
long
1-for-1
holds.
is good enough for Trix. See if his
Oh,
team can pick up the pieces.
Yeah, and this long holds everything, because if this falls, the short players and the long players will just be able to fold onto the site, and Barcode finds Nerve, and here they go. They're going to start moving. Actually, they're not. They're going to fall off. They're going to fight the player in mid. They have no idea that long is completely open, and meanwhile, Piccolos have rotated, and wow, this is just a... they really have no idea where to go. Running around in mid, not really being too decisive, and the bomb does eventually start making its way to B, but...
Six is already on his way there.
He's already here, so all this space made really amounts to nothing. 'Cause they couldn't commit. But
Zach
it
picks up the
doesn't
kill.
matter. Oh, he's too good through the smoke and Physics. After that beautiful nade from the decoys, so low and is sprayed down Mecha into a 1-on-3. He'd have to really pull something out here to make this happen. He does have a flash and a smoke. But Barcode playing close, and he'll just swing onto him. Great half all around. Piccolo's 8, Decoy 7, and let's get a look at these stats here. Wow, Kowalski 17-11, Trix 16-8. Though I mean Kowalski outperforming to his well, maybe not outperforming. I don't know. I played with Kowalski a few seasons ago. And that man, when he's feeling it, and he will just plays and be in your face the whole game. Thoughts on that half? Step bro,
You know,
what do you think?
I think there's a few rounds that the decoys definitely could have ended up pulling out. I think their A plays were working really well, and they tried B maybe just a few too many times, especially with the lackluster exec that was coming out.
Very true. Very true, but here they have their chance to play CT, and it looks like they're going to put 3 into mid, but will they run into resistance? They will. Trix the first man out. Oh, and I love this play. I love this play from the decoys, right? The player's lower, but the T's were too slow into mid, so they have no idea, but it doesn't even matter. They're just going to go straight up short. Trix leading the charge, peeks into 3 CTs, gets the first onto Barcode, flashed by, I think, by his teammate, peeks out into the site, and they're just going. Physics finds Brokey through the box, and this site is done and dusted. 2 CTs left. Will they be able to at least trade a few kills back? Zach from Geico does find 1, but Trix is there, and it's a 3-on-1. And just let it happen. Despite getting Trix, cannot find anyone else. And wow, great quick start. I love it from the Piccolos. Just don't even let the decoys get settled into their ways here. Just keep up the pressure. Keep up the pressure, baby. Moving into round 17.
Yeah.
And
2 AKs and a Galil coming out alongside 2 Mac 10s. The 2 players that are popping off right now, Trix and Kowalski, able to pick up the AKs, rightfully so. I mean, they are kind of hard carrying their team.
This is a good play, I think, by the decoys to have 2 on B here and just kind of leave mid to their own devices, right? You can hold sights down. You can't hold mid with pistols, so it's better to just buddy up and wait for a push. And that's what they're gonna get. Trix comes right out, and there goes the head. And pushes all around the map, kills everywhere. I can't even
3
say all those
kills
names.
coming out from the decoys.
Holy
It's possible that Supreme
moly.
is able to pick up this round in a
What just
1v1
happened?
situation.
What on
Supreme-
God's earth just happened?
Gonna be coming through the mid area, and Kowalski able to. He's just gonna peek him. Drop the smoke and going back side.
Kowalski's got to play this so smart here, not over aggressive. Here's Supreme jump through the smoke, and maybe a little bit of a throwaway there from Supreme, right? He knows Kowalski's close. He knows he's listening, and he's hopping
Just
around
playing it
like
a
a
little
bunny
too fast.
rabbit. Yeah, he had time. I don't know if he had the kit or not. I don't think he definitely had time to play it a little slower than that. But there you go. Piccolos do manage to win the round despite a valiant effort from the D, who really were not looking too good there for a while. And there was just kills happening everywhere. I couldn't even look fast enough to see who had died. But we will get into the next round, despite my lack of ability to cast that last round with physics. Getting started onto Brokey. Nice kill
huge
onto
pickup.
that.
You gotta wonder what Brokey was doing there. I mean, he didn't throw a molly, nothing there. And out
He
middle,
was standing there.
also
Oh.
able to pick up a kill on Barcode. Though they are stacked quite heavily towards mid and B, so...
Oh, and this short play from Supreme in the smoke. Oh, what the heck? How does he know he's there?
They heard it.
They must have. They must have heard the reload, and look at this, the T's. Easy as they like.
Wipe.
Take the site, and that was a gun round. That was a gun round
Yeah,
right there.
full
So
buy.
that's
Decoys left on nothing but pistols. We'll see if they'll have,
Jeez.
similar luck to the that they did in the second round force, but I can't help but think that they're a little out of luck here.
it's not looking too hot for the Decoys right now, but let's not douse the flame completely. Let's try to keep hope alive a little bit here. The CTs, meanwhile, Decoys just pushing up. They will find guns out. Do get one, but that's all they'll get as the Piccolos will just push into the site. Supreme running around. He's got his big feet on. Does not care about sound cues, and he will die because of it. Barcode, the only one left. What can he do? One kill already in the round for the Decoys. Oh, and this is smart. Lets him pass.
Yeah.
Doesn't take the early shots. Kowalski's got no idea he's here. Good patience by Barcode. Oh,
It's
no,
really
this is
unfortunate. Wow.
Oh.
Not even able to scrape one out there. It's just
so unfortunate.
unlucky that he let him drop there.
Yeah, well, I assume he probably wasn't expecting all the rest of the T's to be so close in tons, but that's what you get. Sometimes you can wait too long, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes your patience will actually come back and burn you, and you saw it right there. Not like the kill was going to make a big difference in the grand scheme of things, but let that be a lesson to you.
Small.
And let this be a lesson to you. Kowalski pushing straight out. Good for the first one. Great stuff from him, but he is traded on back by Barcode with the up, and that kind of slows down this long push a little bit. But a nice opening. I love the aggression from Kowalski. That's the kind of man who's going to do it.
I don't really like this smoke. It's just allowing them free access to pit.
Exactly.
Honestly,
yeah, it's dangerous.
Honestly, very dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah.
And with Trix's playstyle, I would not be surprised if he just pushes straight through the smoke.
Yeah, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. They're going to try go through, and nice shot by Physics onto Barcode, and they're just going to try to push onto the site here. One player left on the site, and the CTs are scrambling to rotate. Zach from Geico is not expecting, or sorry, Trix is not expecting to be so close, and they're not expecting anyone to be here, but they are, and Brokey by himself.
Just left to save.
Really, it's the only option, unless he was feeling the clutch of a lifetime. And man, the Decoys, after starting off, in a 4-on-4, do not manage to hold that hard aggression from the Piccolos, and it looks like we're going to move to 13-7 here in round 20 of the first map of the CSC Minor Grand Finals, and Piccolos looking to take a commanding lead on the first map of Dust 2. But I guess you could say we expected this a little bit, right, on Dust, a little bit more of an aim dually, a little bit more of an aggressive map.
Yeah, I think honestly the Decoys are just having a few little almost identity issues, which is not something you want to hear in the
finals. No.
Finals, yeah.
They want
to like go aggressive on all their pistol rounds, which actually kind of works out a lot. I think if they were to get aggressive into lower dark, even they might find some moderate success there and just kind of catch them off guard.
Speaking of, they called a timeout to try and talk about trying to stem the bleeding here, because it is turning into an absolute hemorrhage. They'll be on the floor unconscious in a few rounds here if they're not careful. But looks like we will find our way into the 21st round of this map. Piccolos, though, all geared and ready, and Kowalski still hasn't bought in.
Yeah, the hero up on Brokey
now he does.
Is going to be pivotal on this round.
For sure, and he's gonna find what he wants in long. Misses the shot, has to fall back, thinks better of trying to fight for a long time, does get nearly blocked out by Supreme, but they will boost up into the site. Brokey here has to do everything for his team, but the The T's actually not opting to push in and take space. They're happy to just sit back and let the CTs think about it. And here we go, exactly what you said. Just let it happen. Just like you were speaking into his ear, has taken in what you said and pushed up. But
Physics on his way. If Let It Happen just stays here, I mean, he might not even get cleared here. I think he'll just take the kill. Oh my god.
beautiful. And he does manage to grab the op, backs up as quickly as possible. Mechatronic looking to take that op back, and it doesn't matter
Trix is on
because
site.
the T's have
Straight out
just
mid.
flooded in. Wow, okay, yeah, just a breakdown from the CTs, and this is turning into a little bit of a clinic here for the Piccolos. They do not want this map to go.
Wow. A few whiff shots from
long
Trix
at
though
all.
leaves Brokey able to pick up a kill. You know, not much more that you can hope out of this, but
Oh,
at least getting away with the op would be a nice consolation.
it's a consolation, but will it find them a way into this map? It's not looking likely, but Brokey
Those
though.
are hunting.
Oh, and they know this op is still in the hands of the Decoys. They want this to be on the ground or even in their hands. Brokey though needs to keep running for his life because he's being hunted down from all corners of the map.
Hide your wife, hide your kids.
Hide your wife, hide your kids, because Brokey is actually taking heads right now. He will
And
find
no
a
one
kill
else
on
is close
Kowalski.
enough to be able to catch him. So
No,
he'll be able to pick up this op into the next round, and he should be able to drop one over to his teammates if
Let's
wanted.
hope.
Maybe a double op setup coming from him and Barcode would be
That's something
yep,
they need.
there
There
it
you
is.
go. Good call from you. That's what they need right now. They need a little bit of zing in their game. They're looking for anything in physics, looking to take a fight in mid. Will the CTs give it to him? Sees the cross, and the smoke goes down. They might. I think.
Playing towards B though. This is.
I think. Yeah, he communicated that he only saw one cross before the smoke went down, and they're gonna maybe commit on this info. Could be dangerous though. The op in
Nice grenade coming out. That's
in
like
mid.
at least 60 damage coming out, I think.
Yeah, good stuff. Kowalski
Interesting smoke grenade. I don't know.
chunked down.
That's very favorable, but Let It Happen's kind of just.
Oh man, he's real. Oh, can he catch people with their nades out? Oh, but he doesn't. Brokey though, meanwhile finds a kill onto Mechatronic in lower. Such an aggressive play from Brokey, and that's the plays they need to find their way back into this game. Looks like they are gonna just execute though onto the site. The flurry of Molotovs coming out. So much utility being thrown. Just let it happen in a perfect spot. Will find the kill onto Physics. He will find a second. And he's got to reload, can't find any more, but Supreme is there to back up his teammates, and this is what the Decoys needed. Trix in a 1-on-3, really looking for something here from Trix. Will he be able to do it? Finds the first onto Barcode, and then left the other two CTs. Very winnable if he's going to play it right. Can't hit the shots, and Zach from Geico cleans up Trix. What a hold.
Just a little too
What a
urgent
hold.
to, pull out the pistol. He had the time to almost reload there. I mean, the Decoys were playing that very risky, not peeking together, just kind of peeking one by one.
They paused in the smoke, and that was just the opportunity for an absolute flurry of kills to come out for the Decoys. Good hold from them, and that double op setup, that first kill from Brokey kind of started this, right? It kind of pushed them and prodded them to go into lower tons, and I think that was
take. Very nice.
Crucial. Nice smoke. Brokey flashed off. Great utility from the Piccolos. Really just denying this op any kind of presence. But we do have 3 CTs on A and 2 towards long. So if those Piccolos do decide to move into long, they would have met some heavy resistance. Meanwhile, though, Kowalski fighting in mid for some kind of control, and his util will land to clear out the back mid doors. And we hit a little bit of a pause in this map as it has gone a few times. The slow kind of creep onto short will happen. Brokey though still trying to hold down mid, and this could be dangerous. This could be dangerous for the Decoys if they're not careful, because Kowalski's just found the first kill. Barcode does manage to find Physics, and it's traded right back though with Brokey finding Nerve, and we're into a 3-on-3. This is looking okay for the Decoys. If only they were on B though. The bomb is going there, and a nice little boost up onto the box. Though this is heard from Trix, and Brokey making a lot of noise. Misses the shot, and Trix will find him. Trix does manage to find the second as well, and Supreme doesn't have what it has.
Straight onto Trix.
Yeah.
The fact that Trix is able to get 2 there is just mental. I mean,
Yeah. No, should not be happening. Should not be happening, but it is. And you know what else is happening? The Piccolos are sitting on match point already.
They have 7
Round
of them to play
24.
with.
I mean, this
Oh,
it would.
he's brought out the M249.
Oh,
Absolutely
beautiful!
killed.
I like to see this. I like to see this. Sow the seeds of doubt in the decoys for the next map. Hey, listen, man, I can pull the M249 and still frag on you guys, but there is something to be said as the CTs do manage to get a few kills in long. Brokey and who was that? Supreme managing to find 2, and this has kind of hit a pause on this aggression out long. The bomb is down in a pretty vulnerable spot. That corner though.
Barcode
Oh.
pushing those. It's just
Yeah.
giving one back. I don't
That's
think that was
wow, that's
required.
a dangerous play from Barcode, looking for more. And Tricks though managed to grab the bomb and he's out of there. He doesn't want. Already lost 2 players. He's happy to just get out and regroup with his team in mid, where they've been able to find some success. But the creep up short. And Kowalski, I don't know who threw that smoke, but it was bad. It was not good. And Kowalski able to capitalize on the massive gap in that. And if they're smart, they'll just hit short here. But just let it happen in a beautiful spot to flank. If he can hit the timing on this.
He's just too slow on it.
Oh,
Needs to speed it up right now.
the T's are already out. Good shot from Brokey onto Trix, and that'll slow it down for a second, but the bomb will find its way down. You would think at some point. There
But
it is.
Happen able to pick up a kill. Both kills. Very nice
Beautiful.
round coming out from the decoys, and they're able to pick up the defuse. Let's
Beautiful.
see if
This
they
is
pick up the second op. There should be one down at long. Yeah, I think that's what Supreme's going for right now.
they should. They really should, because that I think that double op setup, the one on Brokey and the one on Barcode would do some wonders for them.
Physics was the one to end up having that M249 in his hand, so I think he opted for that rather than the op. An interesting play, to say the
Well,
least.
BM, I guess that's what you can chalk it down to, right? He's just looking to make people a little more angry than they already are. But you know what? Anger is maybe something that the decoys could need right now, because they're 6 rounds away from tying this and sending us to overtime. And the Piccolos, they're sitting on 15. They're ready to go. They're ready to go. They don't even need any kind of time. Nothing. They're ready. But the decoys,
Creeping up
again,
cap.
again.
Sorry.
A very defaulty round where we're just going to fight for cat control. Nice flash. And Zach from Geico tucked in. Oh, great positioning from him to find the first kill onto Trix, and he'll just fall right back. Good play from him to not get greedy, not to try and commit for more. And this is the start the decoys need if they want to look and try to take this map away from the Piccolos. Oh, and a little bit of, I think this is a stutter, an auto disconnect problem. we will hope that we get into this game.
Sounds like a server problem to me.
Oh, is it indeed? Maybe we can get some of the technical issues sorted out on our end that we've been dealing with for the past few rounds. Ladies and gentlemen, I have not had sound this entire game. I just want to let you know. So if there's any calls that I've made where it's obvious that someone can hear something, I cannot hear it. So anyways, hello, Germs, you are muted, by the way. Rishu, you are also muted, I would assume.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we're good.
Hello, that's okay. Did the server shut down?
So the server, yeah, it just shut down for some reason.
Oh, beautiful. If Germs, and in this moment, you can get me back into the parsec. Actually, if we wanna try it, that would be great. Because I've just been going on the Discord stream that has no sounds.
Sure thing.
That'd be beautiful.
Why don't you send it?
I would send you that right now. That's a good idea. Beautiful stuff. Listen, boys, it wouldn't be CSC without some kind of mishap.
For real.
But I mean, I guess we can talk quickly about what we've seen so far. Rishu, what have you thought so far with this game? What have you
Honestly,
been seeing?
I don't think decoys are in their group at the moment. They're so out of sync at the moment. Everyone's
Yeah.
getting punished left, right on every single parts of the map. And honestly, they're just not playing their game.
They're really not playing their game. It's not looking so good. Germs, what have you seen, my friend? What have you seen out of the 2 teams we have tonight?
I've seen a lot of great stuff, honestly, from both sides. I think they were definitely doing a good job, in my opinion, at least. And
Mhm.
obviously, I don't know what happened yet. Obviously, we're in a little bit of a technical difficulties where it just auto
Mhm.
on us, so I can't tell you
Wonderful.
exactly. And also, Luke, you're here as well. What's your thoughts?
Uh, yeah. The new analyst desk.
Yeah. No, Steps just in here. Yeah.
So-
Someone get a photo of Brokey but
I
Someone get
think
it up here.
I think honestly, the decoys are kind of just having a few issues with. Well, number one, I think they're just not playing it as a team. They're not going for trades. They're playing one-on-one duels, which is kind of the style of CS that you would come to expect from Miner, but it's not what you would hope to see in the
Mhm.
grand finals.
Sorry to all you minor players out there who just got absolutely shaded there. Holy moly.
In contrast to that, though, there are some rounds where they do like work really well together. Like
Yeah, where stuff's happening.
examples on
Yeah.
like their T side taking cat control
That's
very
true.
very often actually. I
Yeah.
mean, they lose long control, but they always just bounce right back with the cat control, right?
Yeah.
But it's just what happens into the late mid rounds. They don't really.
Yeah.
They don't give those impacts when they're really needed. Honestly,
The biggest thing that I've seen so far, at least, and this goes back to what Step was talking about, is it's an identity issue. I think a little bit is they seem a little scared. They don't seem very confident in themselves, and I think they're giving too much
Agreed.
respect to the Piccolos. Right, they're giving them so much just space and opportunity to make plays when they could be a little bit more aggressive. I forget who it was in the lower tons on that last round there, but right. And maybe it's a communication issue, but that player in lower tons could have started pushing up to mid, right? Could have started taking space, but instead he was afraid that there was still, still someone to punish that aggression. And I mean, you're down. It's match point of the first map. You got to pull something out, and they're still not able to kind of get that monkey off their shoulder and get a little bit more aggressive on the CT. Not that aggression is always good, but targeted aggression can make a world of difference on a CT side, especially when you're losing.
Especially on Dust 2. I mean, if they're not watching I don't think that Piccolos have been really sitting T-spawn very much with their oppers. So, I mean, if they're
No,
not going to be sitting a guy there, then it's pretty easy to push up mid. I know it's not. It's very easy for me to say that coming from
of course,
a person,
yeah.
watching from essentially like a booth.
Yeah. Our virtual
like-
caster's booth.
Just spot for the guy that if he's there, and then
Sure.
honestly, you could just throw a smoke and push lower.
Yeah.
We will be.
Speaking of,
Looks like
Yeah.
we've got ourselves back in the game, so I'm gonna take it back to Max and Stepbro. So why don't you guys take it away again?
let's do it, baby. I'm ready. I'm ready to see this map being concluded. Let's see if we will actually get somewhere with this round, or it'll be the Piccolos to keep it alive. Oh, but I'm ready though. I'm ready for nuke. Let's see if the decoys are gonna give me what I want, or we're gonna keep fuffing around and let the Piccolos back into this map. I think we're still struggling a little bit. I think we're missing a decoy player. There he is. There's Kowalski.
We're actually the teams are wrong right now.
Oh, the teams are wrong again.
Fix
Okay.
that real quick.
Wait. Got some nice camera angles though to look at as we wait for this match to be unpaused. And a quick little reset. And beautiful. The T's without guns. I forget if that's what it actually was. Oh no. Are we I guess we're replaying the round, right?
Yeah, this
I
is
guess so.
best we can do. I mean, can't exactly replay a round from the exact start position in the middle of it.
We
so.
cannot. We cannot. That is very true. And now I finally can hear the beautiful clicking of those Glocks. The click, 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 the 1-2-1-2, and let's see if we can get a 1-2-1-2 from the decoys here to keep themselves in this first map to delay nuke.
Just a little bit longer.
We shall see as I continue to stall for time and
Yeah.
say big words as they come to my brain. What do you think, Step? What do you think we got to see out of the decoys here?
It's a continuation of what they had going on in the last few rounds. I mean, I think let it happen. He's just kind of mistiming his lurks. There was like around 2 rounds ago or so, he kind of just got caught off guard pushing lower tunnels and at a really bad time. But then just last round or 2 rounds ago, there was they were all the way up cat just pushing onto A site, and he's still in lower tunnels.
Yeah. No,
So-
exactly.
Just a little more map awareness. I mean, there isn't 100% info to go off there, but
No,
just
but
you'd like to
what are
see.
you gonna do? You're gonna lose the game if you don't try to make some hero plays here. And Looks like we're gonna have a nice buy from both teams here. Supreme though still hasn't bought in. He's still drinking his water, sipping his tea, chewing on his cheese strings, whatever he's doing. And I guess we could take a look at the KDs here. Trix and Kowalski both dropping 30 for their teams. We had not touched that on. Almost identical score lines. 30 kills, 15 deaths apart, and the only thing that's separating them is the extra assist for Kowalski. Beautiful performance out of them. And meanwhile, on the Decoys side, which I believe are the Decoys, I hope the teams are in the right spots, we have Hiroki sitting on 21 and 15. A nice showing from him. He's been instrumental for a few of these Decoys round wins, and he'll need to keep hitting those shots if he wants to give his team a chance of staying alive in this what has been a back and forth match in the early stages, but has been a commanding lead for the Piccolos.
It's interesting to see the Decoys, still very much in this game in terms of, I guess, rounds in comparison to their frags. I mean, you got both.
Yeah.
You got two players on the Piccolos dropping, 35 and 15.
Yeah.
A very good scoreline.
And let's not forget about Physics. They're almost at 20 himself. I guess what you could say. Oh, and we've lost Supreme. Oh God. I assume his internet troubles again. Another player that I've played with, and let me tell you, his internet is the bane of my existence at some points. But let's hope that is not the case tonight, and he's able to get back in. But no, like you were saying, this is definitely a star performance from Kowalski, who we didn't really kind of talk about in the pre-show. Definitely talked about Trix.
Yeah, let's go to a little break screen. I think this one might go on a little longer. I think Supreme's having some technical difficulties.
Some big old technical difficulties. Okay,
Sure,
well,
we can definitely do
folks,
that. Absolutely.
folks, you are going to be devoid of my voice for a few minutes. Take your time, drink some water, stand up, stretch, and we'll be right back with you. And it looks like we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, Supreme has re-entered the server, and we might just be underway here. Yes, we are. I'd love to see it. Let's get into round 25. Step, we've been waiting for a few minutes here. I am hyped. I am hyped. Let's hope the round is as hyped as I am.
Yes, sir.
And it looks like it is, because we have. Oh, I thought it was gonna be 4 CTs go long. Oh, that would have been beautiful. Brokey though, just by himself.
Oh, he's got to
With
get
a
back.
fadeaway shot. Oh, and he gets tickled a little bit by Kowalski long. They're gonna push. Oh, double nade, barcode out, and he's got to run out into the gun. He nearly hits the Colat. Beautiful.
Straight onto Brokey. If he misses that, then
Oh, it's nice though, in a perfect spot for that aggression from Supreme, and just let it happen. Also in a nice spot to make this flank if it does want to happen.
it's do or die. And It's a
Well,
1v4 situation for just let it happen. There's been
well,
crazier
well.
things that have happened, but I think this is just a little too far out of his reach, you know.
I think you may be right. And as the bomb goes down, just let it happen. With a possible task, will find the first onto Mechatron. Nowhere. Now they know to set up, and he's already being flanked. Will find the second though onto Nerve. Just let it happen, making it possible. Oh my God! It would not be it possible. Oh, it's
nice
not
try.
possible. He got my hopes up there for a second, but it will be the Piccolos taking the first map of the series after some technical difficulties, delaying it a little bit, giving me a little bit more time to just vamp, and we're going straight into Nuke.
No,
As our
we'll be
second
taking
map.
a short break. I'm sure the players are much requiring it, and
I know. My little just saying straight into Nuke there. It was a little bit more metaphorically, or metaphorical, I guess is the word. Who knows? But we will just be going to Nuke after that 16-9 victory by the Piccolos, which is unsurprising, I guess. And we're back. We're back. I gotta move my microphone back in the screen. Hello. We are back. So we saw one round. Beautiful. So much to talk about in that one round. We almost saw Just Let It Happen come back. Rishu, let's make sure you are unmuted also, just to make sure. There he is. He's back
I don't
again.
think
There
it's,
we go.
I don't think we're gonna ever.
No, we're never gonna figure it out. That's fine. It's not gonna happen. But you know what is gonna happen?
What is gonna
Nuke is gonna happen. We're guaranteed at least one map here, which is good to see. I guess what else can we talk about other than the fact that Kowalski and Trix just absolutely dropped everything and performed that map. I mean, what did you see from those two? Just pure. I mean, was it just pure aim? Was that what it was tonight? What do you think, Rishu?
Man, to be honest, from what I saw, I think Kowalski played the biggest impact overall, really.
Yeah,
Being able to shut down Decoys super early on B for like almost 4 to 5 rounds in a row.
so many rounds it felt like.
So many rounds where they rushed B and it was like completely shut down with Kowalski getting a 3K and having the rest of his team finish up, you know? And honestly, the fact that Kowalski did all that for his team was the reason why I think Decoys definitely had zero confidence, you know?
Yeah.
Like especially in minor, obviously, and just in general, B is always a comfort place. It's easy to take. It's
Mhm.
really easy to close the distance between the anchor and the tees, and it's super easy to just take that and then hold on to the site. And there's no chance of really for a retake if as long as you have 5 players up, right? And so the fact that they took just got shut down every single time, never got any momentum going, it kind of crushed their confidence really.
Well, and that's what Sep and I were talking about a little bit, right? It looked like exactly that, a confidence issue. There were some plays that needed to be made, and they were scared. They didn't want to make those plays because they were worried they were going to get punished. But it didn't really matter because they were getting punished elsewhere around the map when those plays weren't being made. So I guess what the difference is that we'll see on Nuke now, and I'll ask you guys both this, but it looks like we're gonna see especially who do we have starting on CT, right? We have Decoy starting on CT, so we're gonna have to see kind of a change in that if we wanna have the potential of going to a third map. Rishu, what do you think? I mean, obviously we just talked about confidence levels. What else needs to change for the Piccolos if they wanna for the Decoys if they wanna have a chance here?
I think the biggest thing overall with their CT side is how aggressive they get. They get caught out very often. Maybe not checking their corners or maybe taking wrong timings, like Stepbro or Luke said, right? But honestly, I think the biggest overall issue is their rotations. They need to be kind of a bit softer, a bit more subtle. They don't need to fully rotate every single time. They need to trust their team to be able to hold down their site. But because they're falling off positions like catwalk, they're stuck in an elevator holding positions that are very hard to defend from unless you're like maybe Tricks getting like one tap every so often on their But, I think they just need to scrub up off their CT side and they should be doing fine.
Well, and maybe try to forget a little bit of what happened on Dusk, because there were signs of life, but it was looking pretty dire for most of the game. It was not looking too good.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like
Looks like
that
we're
we
actually
are.
gonna go to the nuke interview that we got for that
Oh,
Fuffy made. Yeah.
Oh,
Germs. Did we not already play the nuke interview? Is my question
Well,
at
we're
the
gonna run
start.
it again because
We're gonna play it
exciting.
again. Let's go, baby.
One more
Okay, that's
time.
one more time. Give it a whirl. Give it a whirl,
So,
Germs.
thank you guys. And yeah, let's do it.
I want to jump over and ask a question about the map, specifically the fact
Yeah.
that it seems like as a punish pick, they pulled out Nuke for their map pick. The Piccolos grabbed that one, and you lost that 16-2 or 3, I believe.
16-1. 16
or
to 1 against
16-1.
Babylon.
Sorry,
Yes.
I'm off on my numbers.
But it was the first time we played it as a team. We played against what I think arguably is the best team in the league, Babylon. They had a solid season, and I think without Sam on their team, the Piccolos would have lost, and we would have played Babylon in the finals. Um, but we did a little bit of practice. We learned a little bit of the util. We've seen them play on it, so we know how they play. We know how we play. We know the util. And I think we'll just out aim them, to be honest.
Before you talked about Nuke and you picked Intuit, though you had a surprisingly close game up against Babylon on that map in the semis, which you won to get to this position. However, it was really close, and it was actually Sam, the free agent that you'd brought in. You weren't there playing that one, who seemed to carry you guys over the line with just a crazy performance. With him not on the squad for this one, how do you feel heading into it? Does your game plan need to change, or are there things that you need to adjust, and knowing that you don't have someone like him to sort of pick up the pieces?
Yeah, so last week when we had Sam subbing in, we had a little bit of like role changes just to get him to fit really well. Because I play super weird roles. Like it's not like I play a B-side anchor on every single map, right? Normally you'll have like these people that will always play like the mids and always play the B-side. I play in different places. I play the shitty positions in every map. Like I'm gonna be really. I play like when you don't want to play, that's where I'm playing. So we moved some stuff around to get Sam a little bit more comfortable. And I think that made everyone else a little bit uncomfortable. Just like not their normal positions, not the stuff that we like prac and play on. Um, in terms of this week, we've got some new stuff going on Nuke. We've got that they worked on a little bit last week after the game. And bringing me back into the lineup for Nuke means that it's going to be a little bit different than it was last week against Babylon. Just how I play is different than how Sam plays, and how we do things is going to be a little bit different. So it won't be the same, and the hope is to take Nuke with some confidence.
Okay, guys. That was obviously the interview, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's go back to face cams. See the wonderful analyst. I'm again joined with Max and Rishu here on the analyst desk, and we really get to now break down the games. How are you guys?
I'm doing good. That was a nice little interview. Not on mute. Why would he remember? It's just not within his his realm of possibility. But he's
Sure.
back. Hello. Hello.
hello.
Say hello. There he is.
Why,
Oh
hello
my
there.
god. Say hello. I think we do have our folks in the server to be playing.
We do, yes.
We do. And I want to say, unless there is something stopping us here, we should probably be getting into this map. But before that, folks, I have to ask you the all-important question. We haven't had any real tech pauses except for the server disconnect. But it's time to talk about some food. It's very
Ooh,
important,
that is-
segment while we
sure.
wait for this
Are you
for this
kidding?
map to get started. I'm not kidding. So, Risha, you want to tell me what you for supper or dinner or whatever you want to call it tonight?
I had some pho.
Some pho. Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
beautiful. Randy representing
made
the
them.
Vietnamese, the country of Vietnam, as he
Human.
always does wherever he goes with
Sure.
flying colors. Germs, my friend, what'd you have?
Ooh, I had a cast iron skillet personal pizza. It's fantastic.
Ooh,
hmm
God.
You put
Man,
that on the broiler
okay.
for a little bit after cooking it on the stove top, and it gets that nice crisp that you get from a New York style.
Yeah. And
Fantastic.
I will not forget Step, my good friend. What'd you have for dinner?
Actually, to kick off the pizza talk, I actually had pizza. So,
You know what? You know what? I also had pizza. Who would have guessed it?
Oh
CSC
my
night. Everyone having
dude,
pizza.
Reshoot
Very
not
good.
having pizza? Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
Dude,
This
I
is
never have
Yeah.
pizza, bro.
And Step? What was on it? Very
well,
important.
just cheese. I'm a
Just
purist.
cheese.
So.
Oh my god. Okay, listen.
that's
Some people
respectable.
just have to go. Yeah, some people have to go back to basics, and I can respect that. Germs, you said you had deep dish. You said cast iron, kind of deep dish
Cast
style.
iron. No, it's actually very thin crust, and there's no crust really. So it's like crust.
Oh,
The if you saw the Pizza Hut, I think came out with a crustless. It's
okay.
basically that. If anyone knows who Adam Ragusa is, it's using his way of doing it. So it's been
Sounds like
great.
some specialty artisan's pizza, honestly.
Yeah, it
It is.
does. It sounds
It's
very
fantastic.
much.
You have to use
Um,
string cheese though, I will say, as
you
the
have to use
as the string
What?
cheese because
Amazing.
the shredded has anti-caking agents that are potato based and will burn in the broiler too quickly. So you don't get, you get it gets burned too easily. So
Well, look at this, educating the public about Counter Strike and cheese.
absolutely.
This is you'll find it, folks. Stick around. Make sure for more cheese talk, more cheese content. We'll have cheese merch out pretty soon.
Yep.
Yeah, we have a
Actually, yeah.
short little delay because Physics's internet decided to
Leave us.
just yeah.
Oh
Sure.
no. Oh no.
Supreme infected him with his poor internet connection, which is okay because it just gives us more time to
Yeah,
vamp.
let's go
Sit
back
back.
to talking about the last map and then what we expect
Sure.
to see in this
Yeah.
one.
That's
just-
a good idea. You know what? That's a good idea. I respect
What
Step.
we forgot to talk about, what the decoys were doing well. And to be honest, I think they were primarily their plays where they would kind of just exec and then fake them out. The mid to be fake was working very well. Like they were able to throw off
I agree.
tricks and throw him into Ellie, which was a very unfavorable position for him.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, he was only able to go 1-for-1, and then I think once he just got completely entry down.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're to look into this for Nuke, if they're able to carry that on to their T side, I think they'll have a very strong T side on Nuke.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's the thing. We really have to be. Well, I guess that's the thing about starting CT, is why it's dangerous on any map, but especially for the decoys, is that if they don't have a good CT, it means that they'll have to go onto the T side, and then if they're not feeling good and they continue to struggle, we might have a quick little 2-0 here. Just as CSC Season 5 tradition has gone, we could be looking at something dangerous. So I think to cement or to even give themselves a chance, they have to have a good CT side, or this will be a dire situation.
I mean, listen here. I don't know about you guys, but I want to see 3 whole games of
Me too.
high-powered minor action here. So
Yeah.
I want this to happen. I want the decoys to just have
Yeah.
a great nuke. I hope they practice a little bit. They might have had a few matches here and there that they've cracked along the way, and I'm ready to see this nuke because I think nuke is a very team-based game. Or map per se. A lot of lobby crunches, a lot of outside smoke, so it's going to be interesting coming into this. I know the Piccolos strategy is basically let's use tricks anybody that can frag basically as like our main person, spread them out in the map. Whoever gets a kill, we just group up and swarm them. So
Yeah.
I think overall, I think it's going to be interesting how the decoys respond to that, and I think they have to understand that you're going to see a lot of just play for picks off the Piccolos. So yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting put the utility knowledge, I think, the decoys to the test, right? Maybe their namesake. I don't know if they'll pull out the decoys on this map, but they're gonna have to be using everything to stop a pretty confident looking Piccolos.
Story,
I don't know
actually.
about you, but
Oh.
like on Dust, the decoys definitely knew their util. Honestly,
Sure.
like
They
you
did.
could see a lot of A util.
Oh, looks like
and
whoa, hang on a sec.
even on B too.
So
Oh,
looks like we've got ourselves into the knife round. We may be having ourselves a game.
Oh, but I think sides are already decided, right?
Sides
So
already
they might
decided,
just
yes.
they might just decide to we're seeing some slash kills being put
Mhm.
souls and a lot of team
Decoys will be
kills as
starting
well.
on CT as well.
Decoys will be starting on CT, and I guess we're about ready to go into nuke, ladies and gentlemen. It's the moment that a few people have been waiting for. Decoys have especially been waiting for this, and let's hope the Piccolos are ready to go in to what will be the second and perhaps final. Let's hope not. Map of the night
Mhm.
and map of the CSC finals. So if we can have the teams select their side, A1, that would be absolutely. We could then.
Would be a greatly appreciated.
Oh, we're coming back. What? Okay,
Straight back.
we're going right back into the first round of Nuke. And it looks like we will see some utility bought by the CTs. The Ts, though, Piccolos opting for utility on Physics and Mecha, and then armor on Nerf and Tricks. And they're gonna lean towards outside here, starting with
Smoke.
yeah. I don't know. I guess it's a lurk smoke.
I'm not too
Guess
sure.
is-
I don't think
is
it's intentional.
Okay, well let's say it's intentional, and Mecha is just the biggest brain
got a-
player of all time.
Interesting set of outside smokes coming out. A garage smoke and then a cross smoke. Nice pop flash there. And we are in the vents.
You're in the vents, and Zach from Geico is in the vents, looking to maybe make a play onto the players pushing up, and Mecha spots him, tries to go for the fight, and they just trade a flurry of bullets and nothing else. No kills, but the bomb does go down, and Barcode and Supreme already down out of this round. All 5 Piccolos still alive in the Decoys. Not starting off on a good foot, but maybe they can pull it back. Brokey, though, hearing me talk to him. Can he get the second onto Tricks? And Tricks playing it smart, but he does actually swing right back in, and we'll just let it happen. Brokey also going down, and Tricks.
Oh my god, a knife kill coming down onto Zach.
Oh god, that is not the start you want from the Decoys if they're looking to push forward into this map. A knife kill, that's got to be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it's just gonna give Tricks, AK full armor,
Money.
full util. He's got anything he could ever want.
And a P2 as well. Head armor, he's got everything they need. Deagles all around except for an MP9 on Zach from Geico. Is he actually from Geico? I have no idea. Or is that just a a joke? Who cares? Who knows? It's Tricks lining up some util outside. Trying to push into Brokey, who does smoke out the molly. They must know he's here. And going through these well-placed smokes, Piccolos have certainly been practicing this map. That's some nice utility. And Mechatronic finding the early kill onto Supreme in the bottom site. Brokey, though, still lurking around in this outside area, looking for anything. And he will find Kowalski, who's faster than him. And they will just immediately push back into the outside, knowing that player is gone. They just have free reign of outside. Physics, though, will find the kill onto Barcode, and just let it happen.
Team kill coming down in from Mechatronic onto Nerve.
Indeed, I don't think it'll make much of a difference, but it's definitely not going to hurt the stats. Or it's definitely going to hurt the stats, not help. And just let it happen into a 4-on-1 with the bomb already down. No kit, no clue. Does have head armor, but
Kicking off right where we just left off on the dust too. I mean, 4v1 situation for
yeah, exactly.
let it happen, and wow.
Well, unfortunately, not able to do as much work as he did, and he will fall, putting the Piccolos on 2 rounds. Starting off their T-side right, Physics with that op, and Mecha, Kowalski, and Nerve opting to just hold on to those Galils, and which is a kind of a little bit of a bonus round that you could have, and the Decoys buying into P250, seeing if they can take one away, and this is the right play. This is what I like to see, because Physics completely overwhelmed by 3 CTs, and that op immediately goes into the hands of Just Let It Happen, and it's a 5-on-4. Supreme, though, already on the flank. Zach from Geico will fall the Tricks in the outside area, and Tricks
Barcode gets cleared. I think he was trying to make a trigger discipline play there, but it is not going to have any effect, and
no. Bomb does go down, and Just Let It Happen.
See what Let It Happen can do in this position here. Many Absolutely nothing as Trix just taps him out of this round.
Brokey, though, in a great spot. Ooh! Keep it
Kowalski
going,
and
Step.
Mecha have this nice little crossfire, though. Should just be saving these rifles on over. And able to pick up the op as well.
Oh, the Piccolos let them, though.
Yeah, actually. Supreme on low HP, and
I think Supreme needs to die to the bomb. If not to Brokey. Well, sorry, not to Brokey.
the op
Brokey's
should be
the one who died.
returning to the Piccolo's hands after this kill goes out. Supreme able to pick up one, but it's just not enough against, Kowalski able to pick up the trade.
Angry faces. The Piccolos, though, should be smiling. They should be happy as all can be, because they are right now going into the first gun round. And it's interesting, actually, despite winning those first 3 rounds, look at the money. This is still a very tenuous position for the T's, as we know. Economy in this game is everything, and if this breaks, this could be problematic for the Piccolos. But first, they got to break it. The Decoys do, that is. I like this play from Supreme. Aggressive. This is what we were talking about in the break. They plays like this where you gotta sometimes put the team on your back and we'll clear it. Oh, he doesn't. And Supreme
He's letting him
bides
go
his
down.
time.
He's got to call it.
He's waiting for more. He does find the kill onto Nerve. No one else there to see, but he's got to be aware that Kowalski's looking for him. He knows where he is, and he gets it anyways. And just let it happen on the other side of the map, finding Trix. A beautiful 2K from Supreme to try and get the Decoys into this game, try to get them angry, and the last 2 T's alive. Physics and Mechatronics. Piccolos are really hitting the pause break here, just waiting for some more aggression from those CTs. Wow, Supreme. Great stuff, and just let it happen. Finding a 2K of his own, he will Physics, but he'd have to do a lot here to turn this round around, and he might just opt to go back into the hole he came from and save this. No, he's waiting for some aggression. Okay. No, I lied. I lied. He's just going home. Man.
I hope the Decoys, if they do try to hunt this, I don't know. I can't see it going well. Yeah,
It'd be
they
dangerous.
need this money. They need to build the bank. They
already have
can't
2
afford.
ops, right? They already have 2 ops, so
The double op setup, coming into this next round, already gonna be so strong. I think there might be an AK on the ground Zach can pick up. So just a really nice buy coming out. Supreme will be able to drop over a rifle, and should have a full buy on all accords for the Decoys.
man. Oh, I love that for Supreme, and I love that from Supreme. A great guy, a great player, willing to put himself in a dangerous position, but he gets it done. A great friend who definitely knows his utility on Overpass. Big shout out to people who understand that reference. Anyways, as we move into round number 5, we see a kind of a janky buy coming out for the Piccolos. Deagles.
A ramp rush?
I think it might be. That would be a smart play on a kind of a low buy.
Yeah, it's a ramp rush.
Here we go. About the utility. Good from Barcode.
Yeah, already see Barcode over here. See maybe a flash or smoke coming out from. Oh,
Nice
miss
smoke.
smoke.
Oh, you're right. And the Molly will push them out. Good utility from the Decoys to delay this push and to do some nice damage onto Mechatronic, down to 49 points of AP.
I kind of almost wish that the smoke didn't miss and that they would have just ran into the blender,
Yeah, well, we would have seen some nice kills from Barcode and just let it happen, I think. And speaking of happening. But, what is happening? Absolutely nothing, as they're completely stalling out in this trophy position. But just let it happen. We'll find the first kill into Kowalski, and this should spell the pulling the plug for the Piccolos. They should tuck tail and turn
They're
here
just
if they've
hard
got any
stuck in
sense
lobby.
in them.
They have 1 smoke on Physics and kind of a handful of flashbangs, but I don't think there's much they could do into this round. I mean, I think with this smoke they could maybe smoke out Mini and just kind of push onto A, or
Well,
they could
and
go
what I
ahead
love,
and go outside. But
speaking of pushing onto A, here they come, all 4 players through the hut position. Zach from Geico, good for 2. My word. Oh god, and Physics and Trix put into a 4-on-2. A few low players on the Decoys, but will it be enough for them to actually fall? Trix, oh, the timing does manage to get Supreme anyways. He will find Barcode as well, and Trix putting the whole team on his back. No time left, and just let it happen on the bank to finish the round. Holy moly. That timing.
Yeah,
He should have been dead.
there's no reason that he's able to pick up that kill. He should be dead in
Yeah.
the water right there.
Well, he should, let alone the first, the second as well. That was
Oh, yeah.
that was disgusting.
Sorry,
I
I meant the kill on the mini guy. You know, when he had his knife
well,
out.
you know,
or-
didn't he get both? Or
he
was
got
that just-
2. I think he had 3 on the round though. So.
Well, no, but yeah, he got both those players in mini, anyways.
Oh, that's right.
Which right, he didn't get traded out, which is gross.
Nice pick
Speaking
outside though.
Yeah, speaking of some action, Barcode being harassed by a bunch of T's with Glocks and Deagles.
Mini
and Kowalski does find, oh god, and Barcode.
They're gonna be able to get
hitting
this
his
op.
shots. Not hitting his shots, and meanwhile the T's are just onto the site. Does find Walking Physics though in garage, and a little bit of a consolation. Tricks though. Oh, Zach from Geico goes down, and that's the M4 into the hands. Bomb it goes down as well, and Nerve.
Barcode
though,
able to pick up Nerve.
yeah, finally hitting some shots on this site, and Tricks
Too
just
many
trying to do
angles.
damage here. Beautiful. Barcode in a good spot to clean it up.
But that was pretty much purely Glocks, right? I mean, 3 kills,
Yeah.
a bomb plant on just Glocks.
I think
That's-
one Deagle on someone. That was on
Yeah.
Tricks, I think.
That is right. That's way more than you can hope for on
Oh,
that kind of
what
round.
what a beautiful round. That's really. I mean, you know what? I think the Decoys are just happy to have a round win. I think obviously they want better showings on a Glock round, but it should not come that close, like you said.
But
Moving into round 7.
A round is a round at this point, and if they're able to chain a few rounds together, build that eco, it won't
Yeah.
really end up mattering.
Well, and look at them. Look at the cash on both these teams. Broken. Anyone who loses this round is certainly going to have to save or half buy.
Yeah.
And Tricks though, looking to fight, looking to probe into this yard position. I'm sure he
Got
will be met
full
by
outside
the op.
smokes.
Brokey though,
Brokey.
meanwhile, somewhere else. My
Well, big
God.
gap. Interesting to see if that persists throughout it, or if it was just a one-time smoke.
Oh, true. Was it a miss smoke? The drop from Supreme. Tricks is ready. He hears
And Mecha able to get the kill on Zach.
Yeah, upstairs. Barcode needs to be massive. Misses. Oh god, 2 shots in a row. Misses the third
3.
on a standing player, and he shakes his head. He knows he should have been hitting those.
2v2
God.
situation and 2 ops for the Decoys. Very hard
Yeah.
situation to come out on top of.
Especially B. And a good nade from Kowalski to do even more
Keep
damage
pushing
on him.
close. This is not going
Oh.
to be expected. Perfectly played by him.
Nice.
And from Brokey, yeah, you kind of got to save here. There's nothing you could do with the double op retake on B. It's
No, they need this. They need this off badly if they want to even have a chance in this next round, because they are going to be broke going into
not to be
round
misconstrued
8.
with
Brokey.
Brokey. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What about Brokey but girl? Is that also something
Ah.
we could? Well, hey. we really need a photo of Brokey but girl in the cat or in the what's it called
If
in the booth. If Germs is listening. Anyways,
let's have
you know,
Germans focus on the observing.
yes,
yeah.
on the observing. He's definitely listening. Probably better that he's doing it camera stuff. But round 8, Piccolos 4, Decoys 3, and an interesting position the Decoys are in here. Brokey will opt, I think, to go out. No, he's in. What am I saying? I'm looking at his screen. He's going right into the site, and Bream pushing up onto. It is a trade. Brokey though
shot onto
finding
Mechatronic.
another shot into garage. This is what they need. A 3-on-3 actually, courtesy of Kowalski and Brokey, or not Kowalski. No, it is. What's his name? Whoever it is. Whoever it is. It is a 3-on-3, and Brokey, the man to do it all. Tricks though, still kind of hunting around. Nerve though, finding Supreme on the lower site, and that bomb does actually go down. Oh god, Tricks on this long.
He's not gonna be able to find anything with it, really.
No. And just let it happen. Does find Nerve. Tricks though in a good spot. Misses 2 headshots. Oh, that could have been bad.
but he's able to get the kill on to let it happen.
And Brokey
Didn't
in
realize
the
he was
same
so far
spot.
out onto site.
Yeah, Brokey in the same spot as he was last round. Just happened to save. No hope for this round, and that'll be Piccolos with 5.
Yeah, he should be able to drop on over to Zach, or even another op if they wanted to pull out the double op here.
Yeah, they would certainly be sacrificing some util, but you know what? Desperate times call for desperate measures. Not that it's quite desperate yet, but you need these
He
CT
definitely
rounds.
needs. Yeah, there is the drop. Zach with the
Good.
op, definitely. Okay, there we go.
That's what I thought. Yeah, but I mean the op out of Barcode's hands. That's I think probably a good call from the Decoys. He was missing some free kills there. Which could come back to cost them here. Looks like Piccolos are gonna though look towards the ramp, and they will just be smoked out. Pulling the plug on that, and they'll just
Nice.
back straight up.
Supreme, close outside. Strong position by him if he's able to, have some players walk into him. Brookie gets a pick on physics. Nice opening lead. We'll see if they'll be able to convert with it.
Let's hope. Let's hope for their sake. Supreme, this is the right play, my friend. Start taking some space. Start taking some names. Start taking some heads, because your team needs you. Speaking of, Kowalski taking the head of Just Let It Happen, and they're just gonna rush straight down the ramp, throwing some botched utility. It's going everywhere, but there's no one here to test anyway, so it won't too much matter. Supreme, though, definitely has to pick up the pace if he wants to be here for this flank. And this B site, did they not hear them come down? Why is there no one down here? My God. Mechatronic will plant the bomb, and Trix will find Barcode. Oh God, this is some shaky CT play here from the Decoys, to say the least. And to be honest, this might just be a save. I don't even know if you go for this. And I think that's what they're gonna do. Zach from
does get
Geico,
one,
though.
Makes it enticing.
Oh, this would be
Still,
a tall task.
I think they're leaning away from it. I mean, Supreme's
Yeah.
already in CT, and can't really tell where these other two CTs are, but doesn't seem like they're going for it.
Double ops as well on Brokey and Zach, right? So that's not something you want to be pushing the B site with. Wow.
So
So
just save it into the next round. Good call by them.
good call by them, but interesting that they've been pushed ramp a few times now, or there's been at least aggression now, and the rounds that they stave it off had 2 players there, right? So I guess this is maybe something for them. If you're listening, Decoys, maybe think about getting some people back onto ramp, because that's obviously a highly contested area so far in this match.
The Decoys throw a decoy. I mean,
What'd I
500
say?
IQ play.
What'd I say? They had to bring it out.
Just
They
the
wouldn't even
space
have
that
a
Trix
chance.
is able to get here is insane. That's early into the round.
Yeah, he's got to be punished.
Oh,
He might just
find his timing.
Oh God, yeah. Trix is just gonna walk
Yeah,
straight out of
Barcode's
Barcode.
dead meat.
Not ready for it. Good play by Trix to just punish, and he's gonna punish Zach as well. And so
Wow.
a
The
beautiful
3K.
I think those were all headshots too. Good stuff from him, and God, Brokey though. And
Nice
I mean,
shot.
I should have reacted harder to that. That was a beautiful flick. I'm a little depressed, a little sad here. They're walking all over Decoys here. So far on these, like Trickster, you can't let people walk out like that. There's got to be a hut player at least, but no, we had 3 Decoys sitting inside the site, twiddling their thumbs, and Trix is able to drop 3. Kowalski getting one of his own. Brokey getting 2, but what does it matter? But I guess I am being a little pessimistic here.
Yeah,
It's
still
still only
a very
6-3.
strong kid. Wow,
Brokey
well played
will
from
find
Brokey.
himself in a 3rd. Can he get the ace? Are they just gonna push into him? I'd love to see the ace. Oh, he's got to be careful though. He's mighty close to that bomb. Ooh,
Wow.
okay. Not close enough.
I want to say calculated, but I don't think he really knew how much the bomb was going to do there.
Well, and if it was planted on the other side of the silos, I think he would have definitely met his maker. And a Piccolo's timeout. Surprise! I mean, maybe they're in the driver's seat. They just want to,
Take a second to breathe. Maybe rub it in a little. I mean,
yeah. Honestly, I think the term is tilt timeout is something that I've heard talked about before. Right? Is where you're running a pain train on the other team, and instead of just going straight into the next round, you make them sit there and think about the fact that they're losing.
maybe a technical issue. It seems that another pause been called for.
I hear the chat ticks happening. There might be some maulding happening. Indeed, I hope there is. I hope we have some bald players in the server. Oh God. Yeah, this is obviously not not out of hand yet, but it's getting there.
Far from ideal. Like
far from ideal for sure.
especially starting on the CT side. I mean, in the pro scene, and that's in the pro scene, mind you. This
Mind
map's very T-sided,
Yeah,
but in the pug setting, in the lower levels of Face It and matchmaking in general, is definitely heavily CT-sided.
for
Like,
sure. I would 100% agree.
you'd be looking for primarily like a 10-5 half, an 11-4
Yeah,
half
at
in
least.
for
At
something like
least.
this. But if Piccolos are able to pick up, even 8 here on their own map pick, I can't help but think that their CT side is going to be very successful.
Well, and that's the thing, right? Is that at this level of Counter Strike, no matter how kind of mishmash your T side is 90% of a well, okay, maybe that's an over exaggeration. A lot of practice and communication and team's chemistry is born in their CT. I think we
Yeah,
it
that's a
had
good
like
point.
obviously there's a lot of there's it's harder. It's much harder to IGL, I would say, for a T side, right? Because you're the one who has to make the plays. But on a CT side, it's more reactionary. So you space to kind of adjust, and it's where you kind of build synergy with your team. So if you don't have it on the CT side, I would argue that you're not going to have it on the T side. But you know what? Maybe the punchy style that we've been seeing so far in this in this whole match, really, and in this map specifically as well, maybe it'll favor the decoy, because certainly their CT, a lot of gaps. CT.
Yeah, and I think on a map like Nuke, if you're seeing just the trick show, which I mean, Kowalski is still showing up right here, but I mean, it is just tricks carrying for the most part.
Pretty much.
If they're able to maybe stray away from him or even lean into him on the T side, um, as weird as it is to say to like lean into him, and it's something that you can try to do to isolate fights onto him and just kind of try to get the majority of your kills through that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean,
Kill him, win the round, like.
it really kind of feels like that, and that's all well and good, but actually getting to that position is it seems to be a struggle for the decoys. They can figure out a way to counter just the good pushes from the Piccolos. There have been some flubs in utility. It hasn't seemed to matter. What is not a flub, though, however, is this round, as we are back into it. Finally, after some tech pauses, everyone seems to be okay, and the Piccolos just going for a little bit of a default here. There will be a little bit of a contest happening in that squeaky. Now the vents are. Zach from Geico, scared. Hopefully his pants are not around his ankles when Kowalski is out here. And he's actually going to go aggressive. And he will find the kill into Kowalski. A little bit of a crazy spray from both players there. And Supreme, meanwhile, finds Tricks. This is exactly what the decoys need to start working their way in. However's traded out by Physics on that off in the yard position.
Mecha just kind of going to try to walk out here, out of the hut position.
Our super low health, Zach from Geico. He just needs a bullet. That's all he needs in him, and he'll die. But he's got some backup here, and Mecha does fall to Zach. What a great positional play. And meanwhile, Barcode finds Physics with that MP9, and it's just Nerve outside with the bomb on his back, but the world to do. Can he find Barcode? He can. That's the first. Zach from Geico, very low. Does go for the wall bang, will not hit it. It's interesting, he's picking up the op in a 3-on-1 situation, but hey, what do you say? He pulls out the Glock. Will he find Zach? He will. And it's a 2-on-1. Nerve trying to get it all done by himself. Ends the plant, a dangerous one, as he's not expecting a player to be that close and just let it happen. Just like that. Finishes off the round, and that exactly what we needed. Early picks from puts the Piccolos reeling, and here we go. 4 rounds on the board.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think Supreme should start, keeping that aggro outside. That worked really well.
Exactly.
One round, and if he's able to just work off that and keep that aggression going, like I think the decoys are gonna find a whole lot more rounds that way.
Let's hope. And I think I just saw Brokey with 10 kills on the board right now, which is pretty sick.
Wiped out Tomato Town, baby.
Yeah. So there we go. Exactly. Look at us. Look at us go. But look at who else going. Not Brokey. Barcode already gone. And Mecha though.
He going big though.
Brokey does not care. The fact that his player was taken out early in the round, he will find. And Kowalski, blind as a bat, trying to push out, trying to find Brokey. Just let it happen on the bottom bomb site. We'll find Physics. And Supreme putting himself in a great position for the aggression from Kowalski, but Kowalski ready. Was aware of the gap in the smoke, and he's going to try and find Brokey here. Brokey, though, aware that he could be in garage. Op sitting in front of him. He's got so much to clear here, and he's not going to be ready for this. Oh, but Brokey doesn't know that he's been spotted, and it's going to go for the peak anyways. Brokey on 10 HP, playing with fire, my friends. Kowalski with a nade, and if he was still there, I'm sure Brokey would be dead. Swings into Just Let It Happen. Who God knows why he was still there. And Zach finds Nerve on the A site. Kowalski all by himself, 19 HP in a 2v1. And I think he heard the reload. This is a free kill. This is a free kill. Oh my God!
Wow, the spray transfer from Kowalski. That was just perfect.
My lord, and you hear the chat ticks going. Holy moly, I'm sure I just put his eardrums there with that yell. I saw it in my mind's eye, but just as it happened, I was like, oh, this is a spray down. And then, well, it happened. My God, Kowalski, though, not going to let the Decoys string two rounds together. I apologize profusely for blowing it. I just realized how close I was to the microphone. Anyways, if you can still hear me, Zach from Geico pushing up directly into Physics.
My God, Physics gets the kill.
I think he was blind, too. I don't think CSGO...
He was full white.
Yeah.
Physics...
But Barcode,
Physics
though...
stinked, too.
Oh, God. That is hilarious.
It's gotta be tilting.
Brokey is pushing up with the op. When he'll find Physics. What is this round? A mishmash of kills happening everywhere. The Decoys out on top. 4 versus 3 for them. And the T's, the Piccolos, that is, are just kind of hemmed in to the lobby area. Preem in a good spot. I like this setup from the Decoys, except for the fact that they have no one watching Hut. Kowalski could just walk straight onto the site and plant if he wanted to. No one heaven. No one even close to the site, really. Closest player is Supreme with that MP9. And he will actually just push into Nerve. Aggression from Supreme. That's what we want to see. Kowalski on the site. Might try to get the bomb down. He will. And Trix, very disconnected from his team. Kowalski all by himself. And Barcode will find him. And that'll be the bomb site. And possibly the bomb defuse because Trix...
Yeah,
nowhere
it's not
to be
even planted
found.
for him. This should be just a stick.
No, not even possible for him to win this round as that bomb is slowly being defused. Just let it happen. Not checking his... It doesn't matter because the spray from Trix is not even there. Good round from the Decoys. And again, Supreme getting it done. That's what I like to see, my friend. Only 7 kills on the map, but man, those have been some impactful 7 frags.
Yeah,
I want to say 3 of these 5 rounds have been because of his aggression. Oh God, here we go, round 14, and a little bit of a weaker buy for the Piccolos here, obviously, as they had to half buy a scout on Physics, who's already been tagged down for a little bit, and this utility from the Decoys on ramp happening. Good holding utility, making sure can push out with those nasty deagles and Tech 9s. And
it's interesting to see them double ramp. You know, I don't think that the Piccolos have really been going. Oh my God, Physics picks up the scout kill onto Brokey.
Ooh, and Brokey was opping, no?
Yeah, I do believe so.
Holy moly.
Just besting him using the worst weapon.
He brought a scout to an op fight, and he won anyways. And meanwhile, Barcode kills Mecha, and Physics with a free shot onto Supreme, and he cannot find it. Does trade it out for the op, though. Doesn't need to hit headshots anymore for that instant kill. Does he know Just Let It Happen is here, though? I think Just Let It Happen is silently. Meanwhile, falling to Nerve with the Tech 9, and what a great positional happen. The drop comes down. Kowalski, 6 HP going down to the bottom site, and that's where the bomb is being planted as well. Just Let It Happen, despite his nice positional play, is actually not where he needs to be anymore. Oh, God. And Kowalski and Nerve, 2 very low players trying to desperately get this bomb to explode on the bottom site. Kowalski in a cheeky little angle with this 2. No health. He'll have to hit 2 headshots, and it won't even matter. Nerve falls. Kowalski would need an absolute miracle, and the miracle will not happen. Kowalski falls to Zach from Geico, and the Decoys will find 6. If they can find 7, then we got a game on our hands.
Yes, indeed. And I think honestly, if the decoy, sorry, my words are getting a little.
Words are hard.
minced.
Words are hard.
If they're able to, just chain a few rounds together at the end of this half and kind of take the momentum into the next half, they should be able to, pick up the pistol and take the lead there.
Well, and that's exactly what they're doing. They had last round, and this is the final round of the half. The Decoys looking to get it done. A beautiful aggressive play from Brokey. This is what I'm talking about, boy. Beautiful stuff. He'll find the second on a Mecha too. He does not
Nice
care.
shot.
Beautifully just slips away. Great stuff from Brokey. Playing his heart out when his team needs him most. Oh, and I mean the Piccolos. Barcode, doesn't he? He'll chime in with an op of his own. And Physics, the actual opper on the tees, falls. Kowalski grasping at straws here. Him and Nerve, the only 2 players left. And I don't even think it was actually an op on Physics. That was a scout, I believe. That was on the ground there. Tougher task for him. He will fall. And so will this B bomb site. Somehow they've managed to get down, unless Brokey has something to say about it. An awesome flash, but Nerve will find him and get it down, Nerve. Get that bomb down quick, brother. You don't have time for this. No faking allowed. No faking allowed, and if he won't fake, he'll actually get it down, but fully milked by a nice flashbang from those ramp players. He's there in a tough spot here. 4 on 2. Kowalski getting it started, though.
2.
Putting some hope. Nice flash.
Zach picks up
Cannot
the kill.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
Zach. Beautiful stuff. Good stuff. And there we go. Just like we wanted. The Decoys keeping it competitive, keeping it close. I want to say the Dust was 8-7 as well, no?
Yeah, I do believe so.
Yeah. So similar score line. Decoys again on the CT. Or not again on the CT. Decoys on the CT. Starting off this time, do manage to find 7 rounds against the Piccolos 8. Tight game, and you know what? Look at those kills. I love the spread on the Decoys. You got 15
honestly,
on Brokey. Go ahead.
Honestly, I think the Decoys are looking like the better team right now. At least as a unit,
Exactly. There's definitely been some key performances from the camp that is Piccolos, but if they keep it going, Decoys could be looking at something beautiful. Let's hope they can do it. Let's hope we get to a third map. Here we go into the second half of Nuke. It looks like a very, very standard pistol round from the Decoys. All Glocks, no upgrades. A little bit of util on Supreme, no armor, and armor on everyone else. Positioned in the trophy room, and Barcode gets a beautiful opening. I believe that was outside. Some early aggression from Mechatronic, trying to replicate what Supreme had done to them. But they aren't going to capitalize it. They're just going to go at the ramp, and they check Physics out. Nice stuff from Brokey. Check him out. Kowalski does manage to find Supreme, but he's traded out pretty quick, and they're just going to head down to this site. You would think they will. Barcode, though, puts them in.
What happened lurking? I don't know where exactly, but he's on the lurk. 2 players already down here.
Oh, and just
the
let it
tees.
happen, though. Waiting. Oh, the knife is out, and he gets punished for having that out. Nerve left in a 1-on-3. So much to do in a P2000 to do it with. My friend, you brought not only the wrong gun, but, well, I don't even know what you could have brought there to bring you to a victory. 3v1 situation.
What a beautiful pistol round coming out from the Decoys, honestly.
Great
Piccolos
stuff.
got to take a timeout because they were not expecting that. I mean, the Decoys coming right out there with, Supreme had a full util set. I think they decided to force. Interesting. They had a full util set, and it was a very effective ramp take, honestly. It's
Well, and what I love is, I mean, it might seem basic to some of the viewers, but you know what? Corners were checked. They actually checked corners, and they actually cleared out the players that needed to be cleared out. So, good signs from the Decoys that, you know what, they haven't lost hope. They're still in this game. They're still playing the needs to be go to map.
Yeah, and we are
live in round
doing
17.
doing our best Coach Cam impression.
Yeah. I think that is botched A smoke. Just somewhere in the site, sitting
Yeah.
around. Yeah, it is. And
The decoy's going outside. Nice flash coming in. Just full whiting tricks.
and look at that. We talked about the good utility of the Piccolo. Good utility from the decoys outside, and Tricks trying to fight off Supreme, who will just duck away, but Mechatronic with a deagle. Oh god, and the trades are just flying back and forth. Just let it happen. Charges out with a Mac 10 of his own. Cannot find the kill onto Nerve. And Zach from Geico, all on his lonesome, doesn't have the bomb on his back. It's just on this B site, just hoping that someone's going to come and visit him down here or something. He doesn't want to open any doors. He doesn't want to give any sound cues.
Well,
I
it
mean,
is
there's
open,
lots of
though,
time.
So he'll be able to make his way out.
Yeah. I don't think they know he's down here, but will that actually lead to anything? Will that amount to anything?
We get a bomb cam potentially. I'm quite interested to see where this thing's positioned.
I know Zach is
What's outside? They don't know about it.
oh, and Zach, he's going for it. He's going to try and find it.
Yeah, they should
Alright.
hear this.
Well, he's running. He's got his big shoes on. He's got his elephant feet going. And they will know where he is for sure.
He's got to go A here. I don't think he has enough time, but I don't know if he knows he has enough time. You know.
It'd be so close if he tried to go B. Anyways, he's just gonna go straight out, and he will find nothing. Nerve will find
valiant
the kill
attempt.
onto Zach. Yeah, I was too much waiting around on B for it to happen. But I respect the hustle. I respect the attempt, and
Close.
unfortunately,
Able to
He
pick
will-
the force buy. I mean, that's pretty critical. The decoys do force back in, and they need to win this to regain momentum and reset the Piccolos eco.
yeah, and they are keeping the Force by Wars going here with
Oh.
a bunch of Tech 9s.
Mecha not buying much more
Oh,
than
God.
a deagle.
Oh god, and here they go. Decoy just going down. They're just there. They hit those outside smokes and they're just going. All 4 players down already, and I believe just let it happen. Sitting back, trying to be the lurk player. Are they ready though? Already a player down. Kowalski will find the kill into Brokey. Zach from Geico, meanwhile, gets Nerve, and Supreme finds Kowalski with the Mac 10, and they're just flooding these CTs and ramp. Great push from the decoys to get onto the site, and there goes the bomb. Supreme getting it down. Double doors are open.
And Mecha's right there.
Tricks, though, finds Zach from Geico in the halls, and now in a 3-on-2, still very doable for the Piccolos. They have the gun advantage, and he runs out spraying, and Barcode's in a great spot. Mecha, however, will just... He says, well, come on into this control room. Just let it happen, please, sir. And Mechatronic. Oh, the double doors haven't closed. I thought it opened for a
No
moment.
kit, no time.
He's opted for the scouts, which is interesting. Goes for the no-scope and will not be successful. Mechatronic falls to Barcode. A nice little 3K for Barcode. Good to see him starting to regain his footing a little bit after shaky CT side from him. You need to see some individuals come alive here for Decoy, and it looks like it's happening. I love the kill spread. 14 on Bro, 14 on Zach, 13 on Just Let It Happen, 14 on Barcode. That's a beautiful kill spread in comparison to the Piccolos, who are, like you said, being carried a little. Let's see if the Decoys can keep it going.
Yeah, what a perfect force coming out from the decoys. Well, like I said, they needed that to get back in this, and I mean, they should be able to pick up this round, but if they don't, this is really tragic coming out from the decoys, having multiple chances to.
Yeah,
take the
those
lead.
deagles are dangerous, man. They can take some heads off, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see Barcode here fall like a sack of potatoes when Trix swings him, and he will. Taking that first one, it does get traded out by a kill somewhere else or on the map, onto Kowalski from Just Let It Happen.
Yeah,
So it's
down
still
ramp.
equal. And speak of the devil, Just Let It Happen, finding another one onto Nerve, and we're into a 4-on-3. The decoys with a man advantage, and Just Let It Happen. Beautiful flank here. Despite his nice positioning, he will find nothing for it unless... Oh, the timing. Oh, the timing. He looks away just in time, and his spray is wild, but he does land it onto Physics. And now we're into a 4-on-2. Good positioning from the decoys. Some key frags. And I think that bomb is on the B side. It is about to go down. Supreme putting it down, and Just Let It Happen, playing the perfect diversionary positioning to make them think that they're going A. And sorry, boys. Bomb's already down. Trix and Mecha just kind of scrambling here, trying to pull something out of this round. Oh, they'd need a world of hurt, and Trix doesn't take his time. Gets the kill anyways because it's Trix. He'll get those kills.
And he should be trying to save this into next, but the eco damage. Yeah, he's able to pick up Brokey there.
Beautiful. No more players, I think, will feed into the maw of death that is Trix. But a good positional play from Just Let It Happen leads to that round being won. Individuals showing up for the decoys. That's what we want to see. That's what we're here to see. That's what you paid all your entrance admissions fees to see. And let's hope he keeps it going. Piccolos with a little bit of a janky buy. 2 paintball guns, as Mechatronic calls them. 2 FAMASs, that is, on Physics and Kowalski. And they are being put inside, which is a smart idea. Get as close as you can with those things. And the decoys, again, defaulting a little bit into the lobby position. Brokey will look to put pressure outside, but that op on Barcode is just backing straight up. Just gonna try and find somewhere else to fight.
Mecha's already in secret. I wonder if they'll expect this.
Yeah, I think it was due to the... Oh, speak of the devil, they did not expect it. Mecha with a nice kill onto Barcode, and that's the op. They'd have to go all the way up and cover that. And Face being killed by Barcode. And speaking of being killed, Just Let It Happen falls to Kowalski as well. And just as we were talking about how rounds were going their way, the decoy finding it in this one, losing 3 players with only 54 seconds left in round number 20. Piccolo's looking like they'll find the 10th and square it up, and ever more likely as Mechatronic finds Brokey. Supreme. A Deagle, full kit of util, hasn't dropped a thing. Come on, just throw something. Don't let it all go to waste. Okay, finds Trix. That's the top frag. Now, there is a world. There is a world. There is a world where Supreme...
You guys ever heard about the Supreme 1v5 clutch?
You ever heard about this one? This is an old story, actually. I used to tell my my kids. I have kids, and I tell them all the time about this old Supreme clutch where he didn't use any of his util tests. But unfortunately, that is not a real story, and I just lied to you on the air.
That's why it's called a fairy tale.
Yeah. Oh God, a fairy tale on Nuke, not in New York. That's for I think, is that I want to say that's a jazz standard. Fairy tale no, isn't it a horror movie? I can't reference to something. Search it up.
Someone in
tell
chat
me I'm wrong.
Yeah,
someone in chat will, I'm sure, tell me I'm wrong. And you know what else is wrong? Well, actually, I can't tell you what's wrong, but Trix and Brokey have both found kills, and we've traded early. I think there's a trying to happen, but they're so lost in the smoke. They cannot find it. They're looking around. Zach from Geico and Brokey do manage to finally get down, but half their team is already gone. Thanks to Kowalski and Trix.
That he has the bomb.
He is indeed, and Physics continue to put in the pressure. And Brokey. Oh, and Mecha gets them both. Oh, a shaky. I mean, not one they were supposed to win, but you would at least hope that they would get the Vents Rush a little cleaner than they did. But still, I mean, we're trading rounds here, and the Decoys, they want to force in again. They're going for Tech 9s again. They don't want to just, you know, full save and maybe get a good gun around in. I mean, they're going to be broke the next, not broke, but they're not going to be sitting too pretty next round. They'll be very minimal going into this going into round 23. But let's talk about round 22 first. Piccolos with a full kit of 2 AKs, an op, 2 M4s, a decent amount of util against a decoy side where, I mean, Supreme's the only one with any kind of util, and, well, he's about to go down, as are the rest of the decoys. A flurry of kills from the ramp players. Just Let It Happen. Does find one, but Just Let It Happen. Gets him through the smoke, or the corner of a smoke with the op. Good cleanup from the Piccolos. That puts them on 12 rounds to the decoys 10. Oh, Step. We're getting there.
Yeah, it's starting to look more and more out of a reach as the decoys aren't really able to string any rounds together.
Well, and it's been some it's been some economic choices, right?
I like the decision there to force. It's just it doesn't really pan out. I think honestly they're lacking some ideas. Like as the AGM, I know that they had worked on like an A pop and they just haven't done anything with it.
And as we talk about A-pops, there goes an A-pop that will not amount to anything. Unfortunately, Barcode and Brokey falling. Supreme, though, trying to take the words, shove them back into my mouth. They will find 2 kills on the site. Just let it happen in the spot, and suddenly it's a one-on-one nerve. He knows he's on a site. Wow, I really just ate my own words there. Hilarious. A 5v3 turns into a one-on-one and just goes
This play right
all
here
the way
is beautiful.
around the world. He's got to make the drop silently. He's got to make it real stealthy and sneaky, and he's actually not even going to go for the drop. He's going to go all the way to Nerve.
Manny. Interesting.
Nerve is in a... He's making the right play. He's sitting in between the sites. He's not committing to one. I think this is the play because Just Let It Happen doesn't check. Oh, God. Oh, he's not going to. He better plant safe, or what he thinks is safe, and he will plant what he thinks is safe. Good spot for him, and Nerve comes creeping up that ladder. And Just Let It Happen makes it happen, finding the kill onto Nerve, and that's round number 11.
You know,
Signs of life. I'm eating
just
my
as
own
I
word.
said that they weren't, they haven't brought out the A pop.
Yeah.
Look what happens.
Look
They try to
what
run
happens.
out A, and it works. It works
Look what
beautifully.
happens, baby. Holy moly.
It was a little scrappy. They couldn't really deal with Nerve on the top hut position because I think Supreme's Molly missed, but it got them the round. So
It got them the round, and a nice play from Just Let It Happen. I think that was I want to say at least a 2-on-1, if not a 3-on-1. Meanwhile, though, Physics trying to stop this flurry of rounds, and Mechatronic through the smoke sees the bullets. Barcode does get the kill onto Tricks, but the CTs, Piccolos, that is already into a 4-on-3. The Decoys just biding their time, backing up, and Mecha, careful, my friend. He spots the head of Barcode. He knows he's there, and
he does now, and he's able to pick up the kill.
a little bit of a flubbed tap there, but it leads to a kill from a much needed kill from Barcode, and now this outside's look a little bit more open. They could definitely take some space if they were looking to player who could deny them.
Brookie's out there alone with the bomb though, which is interesting
Dangerous.
to say the least. Let's see if I think he's looking across. Nerve might catch him here.
Oh, this could be a crazy timing. Oh, and Nerve does find him. He's not trying to go down. I think if he had tried to go down, he would have hit it. Nerve would not have seen him on that timing. Zach, though, again, was going to try the same creeping approach, and Nerve will meet his maker. The head taken clean off him, but great damage onto Zach from Geico, and Barcode, meanwhile, was that from Heaven? I think it was, and now he's down on the site. And Kowalski with an op, full utility of 5-7, and good utility from the T's. They know where he is. They know he's in here, and Kowalski looked like he was going to save for a moment. Decides not to. Or do they know where he is? Maybe that was just a random piece of util. Kowalski, can he get it done in the 2-on-1? Misses the shot, and now they know for sure where he is. Barcode going to keep his eyes trained, and Kowalski, yeah. Good decision, my friends. Get out of there. Keep that op. And look at that. The Piccolos. A broken bank. No money. Kowalski, the only one who's going to make it out of the... And $800 to his name. The op will be helpful. He'll be able to drop that over onto Physics or whoever's going to be playing outside. And yeah, good call from Zach and Barcode. Save. Their money is also not very...
Yeah, this should honestly be a save coming in for the Piccolos. I mean, they might decide to force up here, but... if they force, I don't think they can buy next round. The investment coming into this round should be no less than down to 2,000. So
maybe, yeah, there you go, a Deagle.
Drops the op to someone else and then picks a Deagle for himself. Some kind of combination like that. We are in a situation similar to that.
Yeah, it looks like he'll keep hold of that op and go outside himself. Will he be able to fight Barcode, or will someone else snake away?
Position. Who's that on boxes?
It's Tricks up there with the Deagle. I love this position. He does get naded out heavily. I don't know. And despite whether they knew or not, he jumps right up and is taken out by Brokey. Physics, super low. Wow. Kowalski with a wall bang headshot. We'll take those, Kowalski. We'll take those every day of the week. Just let it happen. Glocks down Physics. God knows how that happened. And they're down onto the B site. I believe there is a CT down there, who is in the form of Mechatronic? No, Nerve, who will be taken out by Brokey in the control room. And now Mechatronic up on the A site, has to fence, has to give the sound cues, is afraid that he's being watched, and will just walk right down into the crosshairs of Barcode, taking him out. And Kowalski, once again, in the exact same hidey hole he crept from in the start of this round, is back. And it's looking like, or it's not looking like, it will be Decoys 13, Piccolos 12, going into round 26. Not just signs of life, but signs of victory. You can almost smell it for the Decoys here. I'm getting ahead of myself, and Kowalski does find the first on the hunt here. We'll find the second fully milked. Oh, and this is getting costly for the T's now. This is actually massive. They won't be able to buy into this next round, and meanwhile, the Piccolos, they'll be able to buy in just fine. 2,000 on all of them. Man, that will.
They'll be able to
have
buy.
some-
It just won't be pretty, you know.
Oh, it will not be pretty, and what they need right now is pretty,
Zach should be able
because
to drop one over to just let it happen, and then the buy should come in full util.
oh god, I hope you're right. Brokey is sitting on 6K, so we should be okay. I was. That is true. The buy is fine, but
Okay. Is there an AK on the ground already? Maybe I don't.
I would
Okay.
assume so. I think they're. Yeah, you're right. And we are actually in the middle of Piccolo timeout, which is probably a good idea, because they are staring
Yeah,
in the
for the
face of
first
going
time
to
in
a
a long
third
time.
map. Yeah,
Decoys take the lead.
not only in this, I think in this map, but they haven't been in the lead. I want to say since the 4-1 lead they started
4-1
out
lead?
with on Dust.
It's
It's
very
been
possible.
it's been a whole hour and a half, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are, Decoys in the lead, looking to bring us to a third map. I hope they can make it happen. You know what else I hope? That they just let it happen. And just let it happen, pushes out here and finds some early kills.
We got an early tag on Kowalski, and
Excuse me? Where did that
Nate
happen?
Nate was a little too deep, but Brokey gets the entry frag. Beautiful coming in from him, and Nerve kind of just becoming a liability here on the A side.
I like this decision. Kowalski just gonna
Boosting in the
take
ramp
that
though.
M4.
I think they boosted in the ramp, and it looks like the decoys are going to be going there.
Oh, and
Okay, interesting.
some interesting decisions being made by the CTs, making a lot of noise.
Do they think
And
they
are
dropped?
they worried? Oh my god, they did. They are. And right now
This
would be the
is-
perfect time for them to strike.
This is the ramp contact too. They're already coming out. Oh,
Tricks the last line of defense. This is everything for him. He does find Brokey. Does he know that there's two players to his right? It doesn't matter.
he's gonna
Nice
know now.
flash.
And
And Physics and
Oh.
Tricks chiming in for the kills. Just let it happen in Supreme. We've seen it happen before. We've seen some crazy stuff this map, and just let it happen, just as I say it. We'll smoke off Physics, trying to cross down into that B site.
Supreme
Supreme,
situation with Kowalski on low HP. This is very winnable still.
this is very winnable.
Mecha is
Mecha,
holding
though,
it though. Yeah.
in a nice spot. Good aggression from him. Good read from him. Supreme, not done yet. Not willing to let this round slip out of his hands. The bomb, however, in Mechatronic's hands. He'll need to wrestle it from him. Missed shot from Mecha. Supreme's got to bait out something here, or just do this instead. Able to get by. Oh, a
No.
frozen? Oh God, no! Please,
No.
no! God, no! Oh, Supreme, you poor man.
Oh my god.
He was making a round out of nothing, and I guess we're gonna have a good old server restart, folks.
Jesus, man.
Oh God, that is heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking. Keep us on the.
Yeah, let's go back to the. No, we're gonna go back to the screen real quick. I'll give you
Oh
updates as I get.
God. Oh God.
All right, we'll be taking a little break here. Come back once we have the server back up.
Let's hope it's soon. Let's hope it's soon.
Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Jeremy or Germs PC and we are back in the analyst desk working on a few technical issues here. I'm joined again with Max and Rishu. We've got Stepbro up in the booth. How's it going, guys?
Well, it could be going better. We've had now 2 server crashes in what has been a pretty good night, but apart from those server crashes, doing okay. Rishu, how you feeling?
Honestly, I'm having a blast. Honestly, these games are so tight. It's actually kind of exciting, you know.
Sure.
It's this is gonna go down to the wire. I can feel it.
Crazy idea, but what if we saw a map 3, guys? I'm
Dude,
Crazy.
This would be
never seen
insane.
before.
Well, so we've seen Piccolos on Vertigo. They were able to beat the Zoomers 16-14. It was a very close match, but it'll be interesting how much the Decoys practice Vertigo if we go to that map 3.
Yeah,
Let's hope.
Honestly, I think they
I think
definitely put in the time into Vertigo if they put in this much time into Nuke and Dust.
Sure.
Like, if we're probably gonna get a really good map 3 if it ever goes to it.
And
the fact-
sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say that the fact that this is being considered a punish pick for, the Decoys is quite surprising to see this this performance come out from.
Well, and I'd love
a quick update, Max. It looks like
Oh.
everyone is in the server, so
everyone is in the server, eh?
I'm gonna put us back to the main casters. Thank you so much, for Rishu, again for your input, and let's hopefully get right back into it.
Let's go.
Brought to you
All
by
right.
Intuit TurboTax.
I
If only.
I wish we had a sponsor. Intuit TurboTax, please sponsor us, for the love of God.
Just for that one line.
Yeah, just for that one line. Speaking of one line, I don't know where I was going with that, but speaking with some conviction, generally makes words happen.
We will be seeing this round, round 26 being played over again. I wish it were the same
I wish it
situation,
didn't. Yeah.
and it never happened, but
Oh.
Kowalski able to get the entry onto Barcode.
And this is the problem. The momentum of the D might just swing in the opposite direction now after this break. They had so much riding for them. And, does not start off well for them. Piccolos first one, Barcode falling, and
Tricks
Tricks
with the ramp progression.
will find the kill onto Just Let It Happen. Meanwhile, Zach from Geico in lobby found impressive physics and into a 4-on-3 in round 26. Advantage Piccolos, but Tricks so low from that engagement on ramp. Nerve will find Brokey as well, and now it's getting even tougher. Zach in a terrible spot, bursted down to 4 HP and Supreme. Bomb on his back, team on his back. What can he do? Other than just make some kind of hero play here. He's gonna look towards Squeaky, and he's actually gonna walk out. Nerve drops a defensive smoke, and Supreme's in front of it already. And so Nerve drops down right into Supreme. Thank you very much.
But
But
look
he's
at
ready for
Mustang.
the
Tricks
seconds.
is
Oh god, he's not. Tricks in a great spot, and
Yeah,
now the
now
site.
Kowalski's up there with the ult. Just
Yeah,
a nice crossfire onto the bomb. I don't think this round will be salvageable.
no,
for the
God
Decoys.
no. I love that positional play. Oh, and
There's the
Zach.
nade.
I love that positional play from the Piccolos, having kind of that player on top of the hut, right, and then also the Mustang, because you clear
Tricks
the
died.
one.
Tricks died at the end there. He
Wait,
committed
what?
suicide.
Oh my God! Well, that will have massive
Yeah.
ramifications
Look at
because
his money.
they
He's broke.
this
No util.
Wow. Okay. Who knows how that happened, but it's going to be vital to this next round or vital to the round after, because if the Decoys can somehow find their way into the site like they are right now,
Perfect.
chiming out Mechatronic though with his AK, trying to find kills of his own, and Bark running into the middle of, and
Just
as
Zach
we
left
thought-
over. It's possible though. Zach with the 1v3 situation. Close.
Oh my
but no
God.
cigar. Mechatronic able to pick up the pistol headshot. If it weren't for that headshot, I almost favor Zach there. He did run out of bullets though, so
Wow.
Wow.
How quickly that went from the Decoys' advantage to the Piccolos' advantage back to the, and then Piccolos eventually being able to win out. But that's 14 on the board. This is round 28. It's coming down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking ever closer to
Extra M4 on the ground, I think.
a minor final champion. But until then, let's hope the Decoys have something to say about that. And, well, it won't be outside. It'll be inside. And Brokey, just let it happen, exploding onto the A site, finding those 3 early kills. And, I mean, 1 minute and 30 seconds left. That bomb's going to go down.
Piccolos should just save here. They have to. There's nothing they can do. Yeah, Mechatronic's already backing away. This is a save call.
And
They have no money coming to this next round.
Oh
It's-
my god.
You know, Mr. Observer, could we see how much? Oh, the Molly though.
Burning, wow, 3 players on the Decoys. So low, 9 to like 30 HP between 3 players.
I'm just curious, how much loss? The CTs have no loss, so they'll be getting 1,400 into this next round, and just be absolutely broken. They're hunting for Mechatronic. If
And
they're able to
with
pick this up, Mechatronic though, 600 IQ play.
Supreme, though, has no
Supreme's
idea
is
where he is.
lost.
Oh my god, no communication. I mean, that's a hard call to make. Will he die? No, he'll live. Damn.
I think let it happen just was so astounded that no one cleared it that
Yeah.
he
was just...
he just forgot to call it out. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
he looked at him
headset off or something, business call.
Who knows? But what I do know is that the Piccolos are drop dead broke.
Completely broke.
And
They're
the
playing for this
Decoys,
overtime.
the Decoys are completely sacked up on cash, and they're just gonna go straight out, replicate what happened last round, take the site. But Mechatronic with the 1 AK manages to kill him. Oh, this is a round because the flank is already here. Kowalski coming through with the USPS finds the first kill up top. The spray is missed. And
So
how has this happened? How has this happened? Barcode, the
Winnable
last man
situation.
alive. He
1v2.
needs this. He needs
No
this
armor
so
for
bad.
either player.
The op might not be a good idea here. But
Yeah.
what else does he have? And Nerve in a
Oh,
great spot.
This
Nerve in
position from Nerve, it'll go unchecked. There's no way.
Yeah,
there
well,
it is.
checked, but not checked quickly enough. And oh my god, out of a round
Toxicity.
that should not have been won, has been won. And talk about the money being a problem. Look at the Decoys. Absolutely nothing. And of course, a timeout has to be called here. Like, what is being
Game on the
talked about
line.
right now? Game on the line, season on the line, finals on the line. Oh, I would not want to be in the shoes of the IGL on the... What would I
You
call?
know?
I don't even know.
I mean, these A rushes have been working so well, but I think the Piccolos decide to stack it here. You know, they got the
100%.
double op set up. I think physics. I guess Kowalski goes ramped with it. They're taking 2 timeouts. It's a big decision to make for the Decoys.
Well,
Again,
I mean, either it's
Season
now or
on the
never.
line. Yeah. There's no no amount of time put into this round is enough. So
No.
And-
And
interesting to see Zach and Supreme not full invest. Supreme decides to not go for armor. Interesting. And Zach still has
Jesus.
$1,400.
wow. I don't know if
Would
that's
be
a
an-
misbuy.
Absolute blunder. If wow, we're just using them all up.
Okay.
Okay.
It still
Oh.
says timeouts 1 remaining.
Maybe
but,
Zach will realize that he has money to spend on
let's hope.
2 flashes and a case of head armor, but maybe
Okay,
maybe his
okay,
team will
maybe a
tell
ca-
him.
Maybe a case of Bud Light or something like that for after this game.
I mean, at least spend it on something, man. Like
Yeah,
a
Jesus.
Zeus for the
Please.
boys. I don't know. A decoy.
I was about to say some decoys, perhaps, but no, and looks like we will. Oh, decoys. Okay,
Okay.
now
We're
now
just
we have
memeing it.
broken. Now
Memeing
we
it
just-
up.
I don't think this is allowed. I believe the rules have been broken, and this is now too many timeouts. I think maybe they don't know how to call a tech timeout.
I believe the timeouts just reset after the server restart. So
Oh,
our tech team will have to look into changing that next season.
that's hilarious. Oh well, I mean, okay, it's happened. Don't tell me they're gonna call another
not
one.
again, please.
No, please, God, no. This will be a comedy if it is. No.
Zach
okay.
does buy up, but
Okay, there we go.
still has no armor. He
Still
decides
no
to go
armor.
for the Mac 10.
Okay, and this is wow, ladies and gentlemen, this is do or die for the decoys. And oh, I love this. I love this play from the Piccolos. Look at this 3-man outside play. Oh, Trix though does tuck inside, so it'll only be 2. And look at this, 5 men pushing outside.
the smokes are
Season
bad.
on the
They
line.
throw a molly.
Oh God, no! And Mecha there, and but the smoke does come down to obscure his vision. Mecha, though, playing on the side of it, fully blind. Barcode does manage to sneak by, just let it happen, and the right-click smoke does go down. Mechatronic running blind into the garage, and all 5 players are down into the site. I don't know if they've called that everyone's down, or even if they know. Barcode's already in control. This could be disaster if Barcode manages to get some free kills here, and he will not until... No, he won't. Just let it happen. And Brokey finding the first 2, and we're into a 4-on-3.
3
Just
from
let it
ramp.
happen. Oh my god. I don't think they know. They have to be so aware of everywhere else, and they have no idea that there's so many players close. Barcode, though, fails to get the crucial kill, and the bomb is down. Time ticking.
Has a molly.
Util coming out from the ramp. Barcode, this is all on you, my friend. Finds not the first one. Trix manages to get him. Barcode cannot do it. Just let it happen. Still on A. Where are you, brother? Zach! Oh my god! And that, ladies and gentlemen, unless Just Let It Happen can pull something out of his butt.
That's it.
Wait!
The molly was
Wait!
taken, but
Oh
not
my
enough
God.
time, and that's the game.
Holy
and the season.
moly. Ladies and gentlemen, it came down to the wire, but you have your Season 5 minor champions in the Piccolos. Congratulations, boys. Holy moly. You had to work for it, but here we are. Here we are. Wow. Came down right to the wire, and so much back and forth. So much to talk about there at the end. So much went right and so much... I had a hard time keeping up with that last round. There was just bodies, guns. It happened so quick. But there you have it, folks. The Piccolos, your champs. And you know what? I think we're gonna look for an interview of some description here. Step, do we have any?
You cut out there. What do we have?
Oh, sorry. Do we have a word on who it's gonna be for the?
I would have to imagine it's Trix.
I mean, there's
honestly,
no
Kowalski though.
Kowalski was great. Kowalski honestly was one of those players that you may not have really seen come up, but he really stepped his game up, and I think that's really just the power of that team. Is you have Trix, which is a great weapon, obviously, but if you have someone else who's just able to frag out like Kowalski, it just makes such a great duo. And it could be Kowalski one game. Obviously, we saw Sam another game, and each of them have kind of had their ups and downs, and it's really been compensated well on that team.
Yeah,
so
for sure. And look at that, Kowalski.
We've got Kowalski for the interview.
Get him in here, big dog.
Let's get it.
Absolutely.
He's left. He's gone.
He said 1 sec. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh god. He's gonna do some strategizing about what he wants to say. Do we want to get the analyst desk back up into the?
Sure, we can do that.
Into the.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good idea. Just show everybody the photo of. Oh no, we don't have the. Girl, a brokey but girl. Unfortunately.
Oh no,
That's okay.
unfortunately, I had to
That's
observe.
okay.
So
Yeah,
I'm
to
a little
observe. He had to
busy.
do his work. Rishu, can we get your thoughts on the absolute wild end to that map there?
That was interesting. It's so surprising to me that Decoys play such a strong default all game, like throughout the second half of their T half, right? And then like when it matters the most, on a full eco, they
Hail Mary
lose
play.
it.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling. Honestly, I have no words. I mean, props to the Piccolos for even pulling that out of their their rear end, but like that was not a round that Decoys should have lost at all.
Well, and they ended up losing. So, speaking of winning and losing, the winner
Kowalski.
is here. The champ is here. The WWE reference. Here we go.
I'll drag him in.
Get him in. Kowalski,
Hello.
my brother. Oh, what? Microphone, perhaps.
What's
will
up?
work. Hey, there he is,
There
the
we go.
champ in the flesh and blood. How you feeling, my man?
You good, homie?
Oh my God, what was happening in those timeouts? Was that? Did you guys on there? Sorry it started off on a low tone, but that was it was an odd way to end the game. But anyways, Kowalski, what was the energy like in your room in that final 14-15 scoreline? What was it like? What were you guys talking about?
Oh, we just won an equal, so we're kind of like ecstatic. Like, damn, we can actually go for the win because
Yeah.
we were on a full save. We were gonna save for OT, but like we kind of destroyed them with pistols, right? So then we
Yeah.
just took them on whatever we fucking
Yeah.
at the end.
Totally. And I had you guys down and dusted out of that round, right? I was like, oh yeah, you know what? It's getting to 15. This is great. We might even see a third map, and then no. What an insane round to that to finish this whole thing off. Germs, my friend, you got any questions for Kowalski here?
Oh,
Real quick.
absolutely. He's obviously you have really shown up in this final performance. What would you say your main role in this team really is?
I don't know. My main role is kind of just sit behind tricks, wait for him to die.
Maybe try to clutch it up after that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Speaking of
Cool.
which, you were ecstatic in those clutch situations. I've always thought you were. I think it was maybe season 3, season 4. You had like just a stellar season.
Season
as a
3, I think it
clutcher.
was.
It was season
Yeah.
3.
You
Yeah.
were probably number 1, number 2 in clutches. Pulled it off in playoffs too. I think you're just kind of a playoffs god.
Yeah.
Regular
I would agree.
season.
I totally agree with that, honestly.
Regular season, like average stats, but come playoffs, you're just there for your team.
Hmm.
Do you think you perform well in high pressure situations, Kowalski? Do you think you're someone? Would you consider yourself someone like that?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I would,
Yeah.
Max. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Reshoot. Reshoot, my
Yeah.
good sir. You and I played with Kowalski in
Mhm.
season 3.
Actually, it was just you, but I was dreaming at the
True.
time.
Hey, well, extension. Any questions for our good friend Kowalski?
Honestly, Kowalski, how did it feel when you hit that spray transfer in lobby?
Yeah.
That
That was
nasty
fantastic.
spray transfer. Oh my god,
I
I
was
can't
so
believe
shocked.
you actually hit that.
Because
It was
I
insane.
I was spraying at one guy. I thought I killed him. I was spraying at the other. I killed him, and then like the other guy didn't die. I'm like, oh damn.
Yeah.
Guess I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to destroy this man's whole career.
Honestly.
Amazing.
Left him
Yeah.
in the dust.
Yes, very
No.
close goal, my friend.
What a what a performance by the Piccolos. What a performance by Kowalski. Step, you got anything else you want to add? You want to say to our man of the match?
Nothing really. I would just say that, while we have to wait for the stats, I think you could probably be unofficially crowned the playoffs MVP. Or
Oh, just-
sorry, the finals MVP.
The finals MVP. I was about to
Mhm.
say. I would concur in that. I would say that, like, obviously Trix is like a star player in his own right, and but he's kind of almost, and this sounds bad. It's not a diss, I swear, but he's kind of such a constant that it's not surprising when he frags out, and it's more surprising when you're fragging out at
You
the same
stepped up.
caliber on Dust. You fragged the hell out with you. I think you even fragged above him. So props to you, and keep it going, my guy. Keep it going. Cheers, man. Thanks for dropping in, and congrats.
Arigato gozaimasu, homies.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
A little bit of Japanese to throw it in, just to make our lives even harder. And
Translation,
that-
don't worry.
with that, folks, I think we're at the end of our show. No?
Yeah.
One little thing we gotta announce before we go.
Oh,
The minor all-stars for this season.
Ooh.
oh, very important.
Let's hear him.
So
Maybe we can start off with like left Twix.
yeah, let's start with the slightly weaker left Twix lineup.
Mhm.
We got Hamaya, Mitsukita, Just Let It Happen, Scory, and Spence.
Okay.
And then for the far superior Chads on the right Twix,
Chads. Oh.
you got Trix,
Sure.
Jims, Lie, Saucy, and Icy.
Mm.
These players are all formally invited to our All Stars match that should be getting scheduled very soon. So should be a
Nice.
nice face-off between the two squads.
Beautiful.
Final showdown, see which Twix-
Congratulations. Congratulations to all of you for doing so well in season 5 of the minor bracket of CSC. And before we go, I guess we just got to say thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. Thank you so much for the teams playing, taking time out of their day. For you guys taking time out of your day to show up. and watch a haphazard, jangled together stream. And thank you to Germs for observing, Rishu, Step for being here along the whole way. And yeah, I don't know. That's all I
Thank
got.
you, the viewers,
Absolutely.
Exactly.
for viewing
Thank you.
through all our problems tonight, and sticking with us.
Yes, we appreciate you guys all so much. And we hope to see some of you people just dropping by. We hope to see you in the CSC Discord, actually. It's not only in the description of this Twitch stream you're watching right now, somewhere down there, if I want to point, but it's also to be found by doing !Discord, I want to say, in the chat. I probably got that wrong.
So I just posted
Let's
it in
hope
there.
not. Okay, there you go. Even better. And anyways, congratulations to the Piccolos, and we will see you guys in season 6 for
No,
another
wait.
absolute. Wait.
We've got some great stuff coming up, though. You know.
We do. Oh, sorry. Plug all the events. I apologize.
Sure. I mean, we've got
All-Stars
Combines,
events.
obviously, All-Stars event. We have potentially some admin prod events. So while the season may be over and we've got a little break for the players, which is going to be nice, there's still some great stuff in the pipes, and always going to be some great stuff to look forward to. So always a good time to be out and have some fun, play some Counter-Strike.
Stay tuned to the Discord. Keep your dials turned to 90 station we are. And what's the role? What's the role in the Discord to be alerted to?
Just go to the roles and tickets channel and react.
Yes,
Yeah,
to
I
what
think
you
it should
want.
be community interest or something.
Exactly. Okay. Unless someone else has something else to add before I send us off into the oblivion.
No, I think we're good here.
No, we're good. Step, you're all good?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. Then, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We will see y'all at another date, perhaps in the future. Peace and love. Be friendly. Be happy. Drink some water and go to sleep because it's 11:42, at least in EST. All right. Goodbye, guys. Bye.